left on the table. That is a fact. You can sell your home quickly and still unlock the full potential with Revive Sell 360. So see if your home qualifies. Go to KFIRevive.com. That's KFIRevive.com. Or simply pick up your cell phone and dial pound 50.
Straight my name, Joe Hockey Podcast, my name, all day. Fucking Jewish from this. When the tunnel that makes me understand. I'm reading about how what it is. Why they hire people to dig a hole? I don't know exactly what's happening. All I know is very short clips that come here. The funniest thing is this one guy on Twitter saying a while back, I live on a ground floor apartment and I hear Jews underneath me. Yeah, that's anti-Semitic. Exactly. And now he's like, I told you, is that crazy? What are they doing? Like, I heard they hired people to build like this tunnel, and they were hanging out there. The people lived there for like 3 weeks. These homeowners were just digging this tunnel, and they stayed there for 3 weeks. But what's the purpose? I have no idea. I don't know. Just tunnels. This is one video. This guy coming out of the sewer. So he lives in an animal cover. He comes out of the sewer, and he's fucking wandering around. This Pacific Jewish guy. It's like, what the fuck you doing down there? Yeah, that's really bizarre. They wouldn't come out because the cops had to get them out. Like, they don't want to come out. They want to charge them for your content. I don't know. The whole fucking process. They started big things there, like, it really makes sense. It also the way that's they weren't exactly nice tunnels either. They were just kind of shitty, rudimentary, basic holes. Like, when they do theirs, when they put the holes here,
it is. Hey, when they
man, the tunnels are so bad. You know, they can maybe
just came down this morning and there's so many minutes ago. It's like the house. I mean, some of them are saying they will stay on the valley in Colorado. It's like they'll stay on the valley. They swear they're still looking into it. I don't know, like the base is not discovered. It's based on discovered a couple years ago.
How many years ago?
And then it's part of the exploration from discovery.
Oh, that guy complained if I heard something, and then they saw somebody caught a manhole cover and somebody stayed two and two together. Yeah, it's strange, but it's very bizarre. And then,
to Congress on their determination as to the determination we're talking about. It is not the states. The states are the ones that worry the way of it. And it could theoretically go the other way.
Yeah, you don't think of that when you move into a public building. Some asshole might build a tunnel and then you can collapse the building on you. Yeah, since you're on the ground floor, you're like, why is that doing so? These assholes are building a sinkhole under my house. Yeah, I don't, it's funny how, like, things are so crazy. Like, you read about stuff like that, and it doesn't even stand out that much. Like, we talk about it now, that tomorrow it's some weird shit. Like, every day it's something weird. It's something crazy. Yeah.
At that point, President Donald Trump was briefed on our California wildfires. Okay? And the scientific appearance that
something about tunnel.
Yeah, it's
so crazy. Yeah, that's such a contributed. Yeah, this is interesting when you build on top of it. It's no big deal.
And his response was,
yeah, you're really destabilizing your ass. Science. For several hours, police pleaded with the young men to leave the entrance to the tunnel, according to the witnesses. After they refused, the officers covered the area with a wire curtain and entered the dusty crevasse with zip ties and detained the protesters. When they took the first person out with zip ties, that's when the outburst happened. Baruch Dahan, a 21-year-old, studied the synagogue and videotaped the congregants fighting. Almost everyone was against what they did, but as soon as people saw the handcuffs, there was confusion and pushing. Footage posted to social media shows scores of onlookers, mostly young men, cheering at the NYPD's community affairs officers. Some lifted wooden desks into the air, sending prayer books scattering in response. The officer appeared to deploy an irritating spray to disperse the group.
the truth is coming from the internet.
So how did they find out? I don't know, but even after hearing that, I still know nothing about what they were doing to the internet. So scroll down on the
We're hearing on the internet. But
Why do they call protest? Or they protest if you just sit in time. Is that actually a protest? Yeah. And everyone's sitting on the corner with a bullhorn. Officials of local city building hazards essentially in secret. And the groups just try to seal it off on Monday. They staged a protest. Turned violent as police moved in to make arrests.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
I've been assuming a couple years ago went that far. It all depends entirely on what's down there already. Were they putting dirt in their pockets? Like fucking Shawshank? That's what they said they were doing. They had like dirt in their pockets.
I understand how
asshole endeavors and rivers work. Yeah, this doesn't hit them from all angles.
I don't understand how science works.
And it's like the whole planet just hates each other. Everybody fucking hates each other. I don't think it's about the issue. I don't think people necessarily believe what they believe, but I think it's more the addiction to arguing and the addiction to being angry. Like, no matter what the subject, people just hate each other. If someone gives the wrong answer, the people who think it's the wrong answer hate your guts. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. I think there's a lot of like very heavy stress in the world, and people are relieving that stress in these sort of endeavors.
Round is square, square is round.
No, it's not logical. And it's also people don't want the answer that's going to make sense. They want the answer that's going to enable them to get angry. Like, it really is like when people try to go after somebody for jokes or whatever, it's self-serving. It's like, if I hear you say it's either going to make me feel better about my position or it's going to get me high because I'm angry at you. But it's always self-serving. The whole thing is insincere. Well, it's all very exaggerated by social media. Social media has made everybody want to say, and it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse because all this AI shit. It's very strange. It's a very, very strange time. Did you see the AI? There's an AI, like they have these AI women on Instagram, and like we were talking about it on the air, and we were laughing about it. Even though I know it's AI, I'm like, I can still see myself jerking off to this. I know it's not real. I know it's fake, but if the attitude was right, I can still see myself being turned on by this AI. The hair fucks up a little bit because it kind of looks solid. Like the hair sometimes moves as one unit, but the body and the face, I mean, it really looks like a real person. They're making money. Tens of $1,000 a week.
It's the truth.
Isn't that great? Guy bonus from some fucking Mycopia or something like that. Yeah. It's always some guy overseas where you can't get it shut down. You can't get the answers. Jerk off in New York City. They're gonna get excited with this fucking tomatoes, steak, white beater on. Sending money and then walking up and then interacting with you. If you're not tech savvy, if you don't understand, this is probably maybe a computer funny now. She's pretending that you're actually interacting with them. Yeah. I've argued with bots before, and I'm actually, that's like my insult. It's like you're a fucking bot. And that's like all you can say when you know that you can just do it by a computer. When there's customer service, when you get to talk to a real person, it's like fucking shit. It's a real person. Okay. That's a real person. Whoa. How would you like be married to a girl? Just great. I wouldn't say the story about me happy she did it, yeah. I just want to what God was into that. If you're a guy who marries her and you think you're going to rescue her and pull her out of there, she's made $57 million, you have to just accept that's her job.
President to be kicked off the Colorado election ballot because of his alleged involvement in the January 6th riot in Capitol.
Whoa.
$27
million, guys. $27 million in money has been sent by guys. She's sending her directly as a message. That's on top of how much is her monthly subscription?
Bus rides are free for election day around LA. Metro buses and trains are going to be offered free all day tomorrow. Officials say it's to encourage people to get out and vote. Metro will also have ballot drop boxes in 9 locations, including Union Station. Polls are open tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 8
That can be a little sexy. Somebody kind of dressed. You know, with Comic-Con, once in a while, there's a lot of big fat fucks, but there's also a couple of them. I see attractive. I like that. I'm sure. Little superhero. Yeah, and then they're kind of weird. Yeah, they seem more approachable. Yeah, girls like this who are probably just as unapproachable as any other attractive woman who are talking to maybe, but like really hot nerds. They're always like probably the most attractive thing. AG1 has been helping me feel healthy for years. If you're listening to this podcast at all, you've probably heard me talk about it, not just in ads, but yes, my friends. I tell everyone, AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that supports your body's universal needs like gut optimization, stress management, and immune support. So it really covers all your bases with one drink you're done. And that's my favorite part. It's very easy. With the free welcome kit, you get everything you need to start your day right. You don't have to pills or vitamins or supplements, just one sweet and cold water. So if you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 now, and you'll get a free welcome kit that includes a shaker bottle, a canister, and a metal scoop of armed 1 year supply of vitamin D, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/Rogan. Yes, drinkag1.com/Rogan. Check it out. This episode is brought to you by Armra Colostrum. This is something I've been taking for a long time, long before this ad. Armra Colostrum is made from ethically sourced, pure bovine colostrum, nature's 300 million-year-old bioactive whole food. It's the only colostrum on the market to use proprietary cold chain biobuilding technology, which preserves colostrum's 400 plus functional nutrients in the most bioavailable form, ensuring maximal efficacy, providing your body with a blueprint to optimize cellular pathways and strengthen its mucosal barriers to bolster health from within. But Armra Colostrum benefits don't stop at immunity. Because it works at a foundational level, strengthening the barriers and regenerating the cells, people taking colostrum can experience a reinforced gut, radiant skin, fuller hair, improved mood, improved performance, and much more. With over 5,000 published studies documenting the power of colostrum, head to tryarmra.com/Rogan and take 15% off your health revival with code ROGAN. Yes, but they play nerds. Like, they have nerdy interests, but there's nothing worse to me than like a comic who pretends he's like the shy guy, but he's really a good looking dude. It's like you're confident. You're playing like the shy guy. Oh, girls. You put it on. It's like, it's not really on. Like Dan Natterman, you know Dan Natterman? He's hilarious. He's an awkward guy. Adam is a truly awkward guy. And I say that with love because he's brilliantly funny. But we see these good-looking guys who are comfortable with women pretending funny. It's just funny. It's pretending quirky and awkward. Well, anything disingenuous, people sniff it out. They sniff it out. You know, that's one of the things Brian Simpson said about you last night. He goes, I never met anybody so comfortable being weird. That's nice. It's like he told me more personal shit the first 5 minutes. And he goes, he just lays it all out there. Well, Christine was asking us questions about being married and Nikki, and I was like, I'm very comfortable with it. And it's like, it's almost like on stage, if you're okay with it, people are okay with it. Yeah, well, I've always used you as an example when, way back in the day, you were doing this before anyone was. You were doing this on ONA, fucking, what was it, 15 years ago, 17 years ago? Yeah, where you just talk openly about all your quirks and whatever it's prostitutes or drugs or anything else you did. Just spill it out there. And nobody judged you. Everybody loved you. It wasn't like, this guy was getting pissed off, what a piece of shit. It was like, it was funny. It was like, it's like, but it's because you are who you are. You're not within them. People don't like people who are bullshit. They don't like newscasters. They don't trust and you find a newscaster with a dead guy in his fucking jacuzzi like, yes. It's never a surprise either because when people try to be perfect, like, I'm really, my imperfections is kind of what I talked about on stage. I learned that a year ago. Like, in 1990, I would do jokes and, like, guys like Bob Levy who were in Florida would laugh and I would kind of make fun of myself. So kind of typically talking about your real life. If that makes the comics laugh, there's something to that. Like, that was kind of how I started going down that road. And the sexual shit, I mean, I've been sexually active since I was a kid. Like, stuff that was dark and whatever, it is what it is. So I just made fun. And I talk about it. The amount of emails I get from guys who either like trans women and don't talk about it, or guys who had sex with other boys when they were kids and don't talk about it. And they're like, hey, it made me feel more comfortable. And that always makes me glad to talk about it. Besides the fact I want to laugh. Like, I'm not out to lecture people. I just want people to think it's funny. But yeah, that's the best part about it. You're saying all this from just a place of just pure communication. Just trying to get people to laugh, and you're just being honest, you're telling your story. And also, you're accepted by everybody. Nobody rejects you because of this, or ignores you because of this. And it lets everybody know it's maybe a lot of the stuff that, like, folks that are in the closet, persona that's in the closet, that fucking thing you're carrying around with you is, that is an insane weight. And I bet if you let it off, people would care. I don't think anybody who really loves you would care. I don't think they would care. Well, that's what's so bizarre. You said to me years ago, you said, whoever you date, like Bob Kelly and you, two guys, I remember saying that to me years ago. And like stuff like that sticks with you. Makes you remember, like, your friends love you. But again, our generation, you're afraid, am I going to be judged? Am I going to be hated? And the amount of guys that write to you privately that don't talk about things. Like, how many people in public life do you see dating trans women? There's a lot of them. They just don't talk about it. And it's like, you're allowed to have privacy and your own sexuality and your own feelings. That's all private. But to deny that you like a group of people is bizarre. Like, if you're a guy and you like black women, and you never talk about black women, or if you like tall guys, you don't talk about black kids, why not acknowledge this group? Yeah, just say what you think. Yeah, say what you think. And I remember when we first started talking, because they are about part of this the mainstream. Like just when we first started dating, we started dating. Yeah, I remember that. It was we started talking in 2016. I was friends with her for 7 months before we met. I actually booked gigs overseas just to meet her. Like, Bill had been on me for years. Yeah, buddy, and I just would never do it until I couldn't fucking hate me. I just was breaking like a panic. And I finally booked Norway just to go over and meet her. And we clicked, and we dated long distance and casually for a long time. And then we broke up, got back together in 2019 on Valentine's Day. And then I would drive up to Canada every weekend to see her. Every weekend I would do radio Monday through Thursday, get in the car, drive 6 hours, spend the weekend with her. Because immigration was a fucking nightmare. And I got a call from my producer one day. This is like right after the pandemic started. And he goes, hey, by the way, they might close the Canadian borders. So an hour later, I was in my car. I packed a bag, I jumped in the car. An hour later, March of 2020, I'm headed to Canada. I get to the border, and I'm afraid they're not going to let me in. I'm like, hey, my fiance is having a panic attack. I think I'll be there for 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't come back until July of 2021. So I was out of the country for 15 months. I didn't say it publicly. I didn't tell fans. We lived together. It was my first time living with a woman. I'd never lived with a woman. I'd never been engaged. And we were kind of trial by fire. Like, is this going to work or not going to work? So it was great. Like, it was a blessing for me to have that pandemic happen when I did. Were you doing a radio show every day? But that was serious. Like, it wasn't like I didn't show up for work. They weren't letting people in the building. We had been remote for about a week or two. And they're like, we don't know if we're going to like computers. Yeah, they came with hooked up ISDN lines and like all the things they do to make audio better. They got a guy in Montreal who I did it from the kitchen in this apartment I rented plus Academy. Wow. Unfortunately, so you just have dedicated ISDN line. Yeah, so it could have been. No, and once in a while it would get like, even if I was in New York, we still would have been doing it remotely. Like, they wouldn't let us in the building. Nobody was broadcasting from. But it was so bizarre to never have to agree with anybody. And now I knew Canada with my fiance, and we're together every day. They were fucking worse than Canada. They were way stricter. At 8 o'clock, everything closed. So it was just kind of, we're stuck in the house together. Are we gonna make it, or are we not even coming? I'm kind of talking to her, okay? Oh, fuck, here's the year. I think it's so traumatic, though. You're sort of like pretending it didn't happen. I see a lot of people like that. They almost like don't address that just 2 years ago the world was insane. Yeah, it it was the whole thing felt like a dream state in a weird way. Like I look back at stuff, and you know what's really funny is like I did chip. I stopped doing chip for a while. I just got bored with it. Chipperson. I really shouldn't say that like a public watch knows who this asshole character is. Chip like he's a member of the zeitgeist. I stopped doing it, and then they asked me if I would do this TBS thing, this laugh thing, and I hate competitions. I said no. I'm like, but Chip will do it. So they let me do it as Chipperson. And my fucking Chip will do it. And I put my foot down, like, Chip will do it. And so logically they went for it. And the amount of great comedians that Chip beat in the voting is really funny. Like every week, he had to vote, go head to head with a couple of people. And Chip beats a really funny guy. I mean, Tim Dillon. I mean, Chip's not funnier than Tim Dillon, but just Chip fans were really invested in just making this a fucking disaster. But she filmed all of it. Like, she filmed everything. And I came back and I did Chip for a while and I stopped. And all these people were convinced that my wife stopped doing Chip. You know, like, fuck her, she made us stop doing Chip. Like, how bizarre do you think my life is? That I marry somebody who's gonna tell me don't do Chip, and I'll be like, listen, I just got bored with it. You know, podcast goes for a while, you want to move on. Well, especially character Chip is so extreme. It's so hard. I can't fucking keep my face like that. It's hard to do. It's embarrassing. I put a fucking wig on. Oh, come on, it's humiliating. It's such a big character. She hated filming that. It was silly though, but it was just funny. Like her life was so different. She's from Norway now. She's in Canada. She's filming this shit, and I'll be living up there, and this is my life. And what a great time! Like I'm really grateful for it. As much as it was agony for the whole planet, it was like one of those things where I'm so glad Travis told me, and I went up that day, and I, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy I didn't go away from it. I'm happy I was just trying. Yeah, I'm happier now than I've ever been. Like, I really am happy. Like, I've dated some great people in my life. It's not unfriendly with them. This is what, like, this is what I'm meant to be with. She's my best friend. We get along. She's funny. She makes me laugh. Like, and everything is just kind of, this is the person I feel like I was meant to be with. And we're doing a YouTube channel, and it's like, the thing I like about it is it's fun to do something I want to do with someone I want to do it with, but there's no message to it. Like, messaging is really annoying to me. Everybody trying to preach to each other and fucking lecture each other and kiss each other. I just can't stand it. You know what I mean? The whole stupid culture makes me sick. So I hope people like it because they think it's funny. I want them to like us together and judge us based on whether or not they think we're fun to watch. Like, I don't want people going, I'm so glad you're saying, the message is just, yeah, there's a weird currency in that messaging.
It's brought to you by Sweet James, Accident Attorneys. We've got,
check that.
like, trolling out live. We've got 3 people rounded
It's a
up because
weird
of street racing.
pathway to like automatic progress and success.
12 citations
You know,
on
if you can have a
street racing
message,
on Saturday. Investigators say 2 street racing meetup. People were driving recklessly and speeding. Police say several cars at the meetup were illegally modified.
Yeah.
People
A definitive message, right? Because it's the same self-serving thing as before. It's like your message either strengthens what they already believe, or they can get angry at you. Like, it's always about being validated or having something to be mad at. It's a nice pathway. Yes, it's like some dunks, but there's a very clear message to the zeitgeist. You know, be more inclusive in everything. Yeah, because the do better. Yeah, those are people that are taking advantage. This movement, cultural zeitgeist. There's always people that are just gonna be assholes. They're just gonna be assholes, right? And they'll look for a thing that they can get behind. There's like an undeniable righteous issue, and then that gives them an excuse to be assholes to anyone who opposes it. Yeah, and anyone who opposes it is an enemy. That's what's the problem. Like, if you have one thing in the mission statement you don't agree with, you're an enemy. Like, there's no room for, like, yeah, I agree with most of what you're saying, but this is too extreme, that doesn't make sense, there's none of that. There's 100% fuck you, and that's how people look at all this. And we had pitched something, we talked about it, and in the write-up I did about, like, what I wanted the show to possibly be, I even think there's not going to be any writer's room for just Like, I hate the idea of trying to message to people to tell them how to feel about this issue. It's like, yeah, I want you to like us because you like us. Well, don't like us because you think we suck or annoying. But don't, oh my gosh, that's great. Oh my gosh, that's great. Just watch us, and if you like us, great. Yeah. And that's how life should be. It's just there's pathways that are very clearly carved, and people see it and choose it because it's a quick jump to more success. Yeah, it's really weird too. Like, the business, everyone knows your business is kind of fake, but there's so many fake allies and people who just, again, they throw out these great messages publicly, but it's all bullshit, and they're not true allies. I also don't think comedy business. I don't think we should think of ourselves as a business. I just think this is just a super challenging time for people to get their bearings and figure out what is actually going on. It's like there's so much information coming at everybody from every angle, and it's overwhelming. Whether it's the Jews that are in the basement, or whatever they're saying, the guy who injected himself with fucking bacteria, and you've tried to. It's like every day AI is doing this. Yeah, we're about sentient AI. There's a George Carlin special. It's on purely AI. It sounds like George Carlin. Yeah, George Carlin's voice. It's just different AI written jokes. This is wild. Maybe computers are already self-aware, and they've like secretly decided to fuck us through algorithms and social media. Like, that wouldn't surprise me either. And I never believed in conspiracies, but that one, it's like we've gotten so ugly and so tribal in the last 10 years. Yeah, because it disparages the people, which they certainly do, and people
partly cloudy tomorrow, highs in the 50s, mid-60s. Mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain on Wednesday, and then we'll be back to sunny skies on Thursday, and we'll see mostly to partly sunny skies through the weekend. Highs in the 60s to about 70. It's 50 in Yorba Linda, 53 Irvine, 52 Carson, 51 in Whittier. The KFI Market Report brought to you
it's so hard to like really catch yourself. I try not to let myself get caught up in angry things that aren't meant for me. Like, I get how people do it. Like, on Twitter, I'll read something, somebody will say something, all I want to do is attack them. You fucking stupid. But I'm like, they're not talking to you. You don't follow them. Who gives a shit what they're saying? Like, I catch myself wanting to respond angrily all the time. I just kind of train myself not to do it because it doesn't make me happy. It makes me miserable. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't help all the time. You might feel a little better than talking to somebody. Let's see, it's also all the way back to some of their games. Because then people respond to you, completely missing the point of what you said, completely ignoring the context of what it's just an ugly, like, spin cycle to get into. And it makes me angry when I do it, so I try not to do it. We'll think about how many people you want to talk to. I'm not sure what they're doing over that, but it's also got a that's a red carpet sometime soon. Yeah. And I didn't know about their voice. You're talented. People use interacting with them for hours a day online, the same type of person. It's insane how people let themselves get roped into that. And I've done it in my life. Like, again, Opie and Anthony would get attacked on message boards in the early 2000s. Like, right after 9/11, I remember getting smashed on message boards for the 9/11 joke. Like, it's one of those things where after a while, you become used to the fact that, like, it's not surprising you what people say. Because we're kind of getting that really early on in the world. But after a while, I can't change it. There's nothing I'm going to say that's going to make them all, we get what you're saying. And it's not about what I'm saying. It's about what they're getting off on being angry at me, or they're getting off on something else. It's nothing to do with it. So I try not to get involved because it makes me fucking miserable. Well, it's also we're used to dealing with fears of being in the trenches. And the reality of doing something, even if it's just it's a small number. It's a very small number of people. Students, if you're connecting online, the reality is you're connecting with an absolutely impossible number of potential individuals that you care about. There's no way you can interact with all of them. There's not enough time to do it. And then on top of that, there's probably a high number of mentally ill, at least mildly mentally ill, who are obsessed with arguing with people online. But also, you don't like me though. So, yeah, it's just not, it's not wise. No, and again, you don't know if you're dealing with just, like, I've gotten billions of people who consistently email me, and I notice their emails always come in late, they say they just get drunk and angry, and they work the night shift. I don't know where they're from, but it's like, why does this person fixate on talking to me? What do they expect to come out of this? Well, your information is the worst. Yeah, right. Like someone saying something very questionable, something very important. Yeah. That's why I'm talking about Ambien, because I know it'd be a problem. I know I'd be a problem. Change people to your music. It's so cool. Walking up the whole night, did all this. Doesn't have any value. Gets a little antsy. What the fuck? That's what all the things you can do though, like thank God you only cooked a turkey. Like thank God you didn't pick up your phone or drive the car. I'd rather get somebody than go on Twitter. I'm fucking happy. I would rather fucking have somebody over than I've never done it. No, I can't fuck with it. I've done a half of the pill when I had a sleep study. Just to help me sleep because they have to put a mask on me to get results. So it's like I won't sleep, I won't get the results. I have sleep apnea, so. But apparently if you take it, it makes you feel like dreamlike and fucked up and high. For me, it just kind of helped me get through a sleep study. No, 2 or 3 studies over like 10 years apart. Dice actually used to call people on Ambien. Elvis, like he was just like, he was a fucking maniac. You always do when you're so on the phone at 3 a.m. and it was Dice, I'd be like, hey, man, it's a fucking Ambien phone call. Yeah. Yeah, just crazy phone calls. Love those videos.
The bank's got all their money back.
Videos where he gets people who don't know who he is to take a picture with the Everyone's waiting for the picture. It's like she's standing there under an auction. Why do you have to watch the picture to be taken? Why the fuck would that be the meeting spot? This is like people get so stuffy about what art is and stuffy about performance art that they can never imagine that Andrew Dice Clay is doing some of the most interesting performance art. He's doing it for no audience. He's doing it entirely for himself, and he just posts it. He's not trying to make it better. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. A lot of us spend our lives wishing we had more time. The question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how would you use it? If I had an extra hour in my day every day, I think I would practice archery, or maybe I would shoot, or write jokes. I'd do something. I'd find a way. I'd love an extra hour. It'd be nice. Well, the best way to squeeze that special thing in your schedule is to know what's important to you, so that you can make it a priority. And therapy can help you figure that out. A therapist can guide you through the process of defining your values and understanding your priorities, so you know what things you can spend your time on that will really fulfill you. Otherwise, you'll always be wishing for more time. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp offers convenient, affordable online therapy that comes to you. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist. And switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Learn how to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JRE today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JRE. AG1 has been helping me feel healthy for years. If you've been listening to this podcast at all, you've probably heard me talk about it, not just an ad for my guests and my friends. I tell everyone, AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that supports your body's universal needs like gut optimization, stress management, and immune support. So it really covers all your bases with one drip in the morning. And that's my favorite part. It's very easy. With the free welcome kit, you get everything you need to start your day right. You don't have to remember 20 different pills or vitamins or supplements. Just one scoop in cold water and you're good. So if you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 now, and you'll get a free welcome kit that includes a shaker bottle, canister, and that'll serve along with 1 beer supply. 5 free travel bags.
what they say is that's why they partner with PayPal and Apple Pay.
This is the guy. This guy that sold out the luggage cart area at an airport, pretending that this gourmet is their grandma. Or don't pretend somebody is somebody else. They'll love to go, Mike. That's, by the way, you know Dice. That's the purest form of Dice. This is Andrew. This is what makes him laugh. Fucking people at the airport.
You can share your GoFundMe money anywhere and everywhere. And they tell you the best way to do it, to raise funds, receive support from people you know, share your basically network. Share your fundraiser on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, email, text, printed flyers. Encourage your family and friends to share your fundraiser.
Hilarious.
It's performance already too. And
It's brilliant.
crowdfunding, it is
Yeah,
so
you are. That is the I would like. He's had other people do them, and I said I wanted to do one and like tag him in it, but I get too embarrassed. Like he doesn't give a fuck. Like you get out with him. No, like he really is like he's unafraid of looking bad in front of people. He doesn't mind making a fool of himself. Like that's what makes him so funny. Is his ability to do that. He's a really misunderstood artist. And I always tell people that I go, well, one of the things that when I realized he was really different, whether they laugh or not. This guy put out in the prime of his career. You have to understand what it's like, first of all, for someone to go from being a comic and hustling and trying to make it like everybody else, to all of a sudden you're on Rodney Dangerfield's HBO's show, which blew him up, to all of a sudden he gets this 1 hour HBO special, which blew him up, and then this guy's selling out Madison Square Garden and decides at the same time to stop it at Dangerfield's unannounced and record an album with no material. First of all, a double album, and not only to record an album, to ruin their nights. He walked in there with zero prepared material and just fucking let himself talk. Didn't even try. It was great. He didn't even try, and was having a great time the entire time. Yeah, Rick Rubin produced the whole thing, and it's me and Florence became obsessed with those early on, and there's so many great, like the couple that heckles him. Yeah, he's talking about as funny as a glass of milk. Yeah, you're funny as a bottle of milk. And the great part of that was Dice was talking about like spilling milk like it's somebody's load. And the guy was so mad. And he took Dice and just said, try that. Like he was so flustered. You're as funny as a bottle of milk. And him and his wife walked out. He had no idea it was going to be recorded. It was maybe 20 people. You understand, like Dangerfield's back then. It was particularly like a Sunday or Monday night. There's nobody there. I did shows there at Dangerfield's. Remember Bobby? I remember Bobby because I used to talk about him, but he was gone by the time I started working there. Well, I got there. It was like, I think I had maybe a 9:30 spot or something like that. And I got there at 9 o'clock and everyone was sitting at the bar. And I'm like, what's going on? There's no audience. I go, there's no audience at all. No one. And then at that moment, a couple walked up and they said, oh, can we get tickets to the show? They said, sure. So they got him and Bobby went and sat down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dangerfield. They sat down and it was just them. And we all did a show for 2 fucking people. Like 5 comics that show for 2 people. Yeah, I've done that before too, where they would take the time they would have you go up there, and if nobody was in the place, they wouldn't let you leave until your spot was open for that exact reason. If somebody came in, I've been on there with 2 people before. Weird, right? We think New York City, everything's packed. Yeah, I know people that don't live in New York. There's so many different things to do. The point is, Dice chose those days to go up like a Sunday and a Monday, I think it was, where he goes up and records this fucking double album. And it's insanity. And it's a really great comedy album. Like, it's great to watch this guy keep working through material, to watch where he goes. He's unafraid of hitting and missing. Like, it's one of my favorite things anybody's ever done. Part 2 is great too. You ever part 2? They left that part 2. He did another one. Dangerfield. I believe it was Dangerfield. He went in there again and did it. I actually forgot. It might have been a single album. I don't remember, but that was just as ridiculous as the first one. Absolutely ridiculous. And all that. It's amazing that he had the confidence to do that. Yeah. This is what you have to understand when you're just starting to make it. You're so fixated on making sure that it doesn't fall apart. So hard to attain. And then all of a sudden you're making it. And you want to just do the best show every time. And instead, as instinct, is just do something completely ridiculous. Yeah, you're terrified of it being taken away. Like a little bit of success, I'm like, what am I going to do? He's going to fuck this up, and we're going to realize I don't deserve the success and take it. Right. And he just didn't care. Like, this is what he wanted to do, and this is what he wanted to do. So, he's very underrated. Like, as people just see that there's a lot of language and the jokes, but he's very underrated. Like, that album is different for an album. This shit doesn't Instagram, it's different. No one else is doing that. And the thing is, like, the thing that people criticized him for was, first of all, there was one thing that was that his comedy was, it wasn't how they think something criticized, but there was his comedy different because everybody knew the jokes that they wanted to hear. It's the only time ever. Once in a bowl, oh, the audience is doing it with them. Like, they know the punchline, and they're so pumped. When he goes, take the ring, doc. There's no comedy with that. No, that literally didn't exist before that. That kind of comedy where the audience wants to repeat it with you like a song. Yeah, there's bits people like, but no, like they gave it a rock star fucking, like, it's like Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, that kind of people. Yeah. See, I can't think of any other stand that's ever had that. So the guy goes from that to doing this. Yeah, voluntarily to go shows. He still backs him in. Yeah, he wants to do a live show. That's not what it is. It's like, this bizarre guy likes to wear gigantic grandma glasses. Yeah. Yeah, and giant hoodies and make people super uncomfortable. Yeah, which is actually weird. It's the funny part of Dice to me, besides the jokes, is the fact that, like, when you're with him, like, he likes wearing giant, comfy hoodies, and, like, he gets a sore throat, and he's got a little honey in it, you know, like my aunt. Like, I have no idea. He's on the road, I'm like, you're nothing but pussy, and we're in the hotel, and he's like, oh, my throat's bothering me, and he would have Kenny put the fucking pillow over his ass, and straddle him on the bed and massage him, and I'd just sit there and watch him get a back rub. I was hoping he'd laugh his face, but he would always put the pillow over his ass so there's no contact. I close up to Kenny or happy face massage. But I've said this before, so I love it. Like, he changed my life. And I was just, you know, again, 1997, it took me on the road, and it just built my confidence, and it did so much for me with that part of my career. So I love it. It changed everything. I love it. When I used to talk to him, I was doing a little part of my playing was like train kids, you know, really young, so strange. Is that those guys from that era, the only guys that really got me top there, of course, I was on Guinness. Radio was gone. Did you know this is still great? Saw him live a couple times. Yeah. Saw Hicks live a couple times. Never really met him. He said hi to him. When I was looking like never met him. You know, had a conversation with him. But having to see Kinnison live, unfortunately, I saw Kinnison live when the Dirty Cops fall apart, right? Like Kinnison, you go to like 86, I think Kinnison's one of the greatest comics of all time. Yeah, not number one. He was so original, so dynamic, so powerful. That HBO special, have you seen it? I don't remember the name. It's not the Dangerfield one, you need the one of the hours. The album, it was called Loud in Hell. It's really hard to get. And then there was the HBO special, which I think was NBC. It was like the main play on the Carpet Bill, Missing Kid. I couldn't imagine any other route of being made. And then a year later, unfortunately, you gotta think it took so many years to develop that material. And then a year later, he's touring with new material. He's not developing it in the club, like he's developing all the other. He's developing in front of large audiences that can see him becomes caricaturish. They're very cartoonish. Yeah, like someone's got to do an impression of Sam Kinison we talk about. Yeah, because you don't have time to develop it, all of a sudden you have that pressure to keep it going. I saw him. I met him once, but we talked like 5 minutes. It was an open mic at Rascals in New Jersey, and they brought him out to talk to some of the newer comics. And so I saw him live that night. And I saw him live another night, and like you didn't know what you were gonna get. Like one night, he was on fire. I mean, it was just fucking boom, and then the next time. He was kind of hungover and, kind of slugging, Well, that's what you're going to get with a guy like that. Yeah, I wish I would have known him, though. Like, it's such a shame he died when he did. I'm glad I got to see him, but he was a guy I never got to know. I wish I never knew Guinness. I never met, never saw him live. Nice to medical-related expenses. Like I said, I got to see him live. He was on the second. I definitely saw him twice. Because I saw him once when I worked in this place. I worked at Greenwoods. He came out there to perform. I watched him there once. Charity. Other than near the only time I watched it, maybe wrestling staff, but it's a charity that I want to. Did she like him? All right, so with that, we get some crazy ass good shows that are hugely successful. It's like the show that we went to was at Casino. You go and listen to some of the stuff. The biggest one they've ever had. It's just flat. Wasn't it kind of like it was when he started wearing like the hat, like a different hat sideways, and kind of like a satin jacket, like a rock and roll style. I think it was just really tired. That's what we're after. So you're looking at a guy that's already out of shape. And now he's doing it already well. So he's just getting wrecked. Every night. So every day is already besieged body is exhausted with chemicals. And then on top of that, he's got this like touring fan base who'll come to see him no matter what. And he's hanging out with Bob Jovi and rock stars, Motley Crue, and he's the man. Like, you're not gonna go. I gotta get back to my roots. Get to the Comedy Store at 11 p.m. and work out this new joke that I'm working on. You're there. Because you're living the life that you want to get. Like, once you get to a place, it's kind of hard to go, all right, now I got to go back into the, I also into the gym, but I have to go back and start this shit again. You want to just enjoy what you got. So hopefully a whole crop of people that got really famous and continue to tour and get better like they are now. Back then, guys got like a HBO special, maybe there was an exception. The only exception to that would be like George Carlin. George Carlin was always doing that stuff. But most of them, it's like the first one's really good, and that's when they break out. What the ones afterwards drop off. The best example of that in my mind is Guinness. Was that his album or was that the thing that was funny? That's about more time. Yeah. Oh my God. Help me buy. Yeah, that was such a body. Great first appearance. If 50 people so good. Give me $1,000, I can buy a Tesla. $50,000 goal. He raised $25. Not bad. Now, the guy who raised $1,300 said, I have a plan. I just need money. That's it. Just give me money. And he got $1,300. Let's get Kylie Jenner to $1 billion. That's $100 million goal. She's only worth $900 million. Don't know how many successes are on that one. We don't have the numbers yet. And the fact that guy was rich. Yeah, I could find some of his old stuff. I've listened to his old. There's like a little bit of his old sermons on it. If you look. And do you think like he legitimately was good at it? Like, that's why he's such a good talker. You watch him talk, just calm. I'm just noticing how calm he is when he's talking. He's not overselling, and then he's screaming. He can go from 0 to 100 immediately. It was amazing. Then he got way fatter. Yeah, he's drinking, partying all the time, and the later material just got much fatter. Yeah, my girlfriend wants it. I don't know how guys do it. Like, I see guys that drink now. I don't know how the fucking guys function. Well, they don't. They fucked up, but he was that big. I mean, this goes on. I can't see. Wait. So, like, that's what, like, that picture's perfect. Yeah. See that, how tired he looks there? Yeah. He's big and fat and tired, and he's covered in chains, that crazy rock and roll garb with a bandana on. The whole thing's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Look, it's ridiculous to be that bad. Like, the whole thing's ridiculous. You got off the rails, so you're into the woods. As a comic, I find that I never want to think, like, I never want to convince myself that I'm fucking cool or that I'm sexy. Like, you know what I mean? That to me is the death knell for comedians. When you start to think that the open vets on stage, like, you stop thinking you're sexy. Like, that to me is, I mean, not that I've ever been tempted to think that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's always like, remember who you are as a person. Don't start ever thinking because you have fans that you're just larger than life. You know, it's just, you gotta stay grounded. You're gonna really fall into kind of that type of trap. Well, it's also like for a woman. I mean, how many women dress sexy on stage? Oh my gosh, look terrible. And how many other women dress like hot on stage? Do stand up? Most of them they kind of like dress down. Yeah, most of them dress down. They wear like slacks and a jacket and a shirt or something that's uncomfortable. Yeah, they're not trying to look hot. Yeah, I find that when I see good-looking people on stage, if I think someone is natural, that's how that person dresses. Like you said, it feels genuine. If it doesn't feel genuine, if I feel like someone is trying to sexy it up on stage, male or female, I don't like it. Like, it's a different emotion for me. Maybe if I had any sex appeal, I would do it. You know, it's all different emotions. You get something different. You're getting funny. Yeah, something that you're not getting funny out of that. You're getting something different, and now you have to. It might add funny to it, but it might be taking away from funny. It's like extra effort that you put into looking hot. Yeah, like, and I mean, again, I can only look at my own self-image, and I've never thought of myself that way, so it's never been tempting for me. So maybe if it was tempting, or if I had like a half a fucking ability, I might like want to do that, but it's never been how I saw myself, so it's never been tempting to even think that way. Well, it used to be also that a lot of people dress that way because what they were really trying to do is get a sitcom. That was a big thing, right? Like, it was like if you dress sexy on stage or you dress hot or attractive on stage, it was what you were trying to do is try to like convey your comedy success into the big prize, which is you could be signed for that. That was my thing. We were coming up, like, when a guy like who I remember like Greg Giraldo got on the show, everybody's like, wow, Greg's guy's on the show. It was like, that was the ultimate brass ring. And also, we all knew that only a certain percentage of those actually lasted. They stayed up for a few years. They kind of went quick and became a problem. Some kind of failure. He had this like one shot as a rookie. And to get it, so it was like trying to like get almost like 7-minute set and told the story. My story was never TV friendly. Likes a lot, likes prostitutes. That was never like you know what cost me this business. How many fucking auditions I've gone on? I was like, why did I do that? It was good, but I realized, oh, it's just uncomfortable to look at. That's what I was I don't think our business. It's such a different thing. Yeah, especially when I do because we mostly just talk. Right? So you have most of just talk. I just love to read. Our thing is so different than the thing of this manufactured image that you're putting in television shows and kind of your hired for entertainment news, all that kind of shit. But this is a different kind of business than us. Yeah, it's something like I've always kind of felt like, I don't mean outside in some dark way, I just felt like that's not the path for me. At one point I would have loved to have done it, but they just, there was never any desire from them. I always felt rejected by it very, very early on. So kind of like realized that's never going to be. Thank God for radio. Like, thank God for fucking dice for opening everything. Like, that's obviously what my career is like made on. It was those things that you know, business, which I did all business stuff. I did sitcoms. Literally, I'm talking like most things. I started off at being a sitcom. I did a sitcom, went to a game show, on a TV game show. I went to sports commentary. I did the commentary for the UFC. I did all these things. The UFC is the most free because it's really just something that I love. I just get to describe it and talk about it. But the other ones, like, they're just jobs. Like this, even a sitcom, as fun as it is, it's amazing to work with cool, talented people. But you're working for a network. You're working for a production company. You're engaged in some weird politics to make sure to get favorable placings in the lineup on Tuesday night or Thursday night, hopefully Thursday, maybe after Seinfeld, if you're lucky. There was like this weird aspect to creating these shows. You're dealing with executives and give you notes that make no sense. They have creative input and they're not particularly creative. It's a job. Yeah, it's different than what we do. We're just so, if you're standing up for your podcast, you're so free. You can kind of talk about anything. Imagine if there was no show like OPN. And you came to them and said, I want to talk about, it's called Monster Raid. Yeah, I want you guys to fund it. We're going to talk about prostitutes. We're talking about times I with my friends. Yeah. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
This was Monster Raid. That's like, no. The advertiser can love it. We were 7. Trading sucks. It's the hard to upsell. Trading sucks.
And then thinking there's anything in this country and joke them.
Yeah, I mean, the way, thank God for this raise around. Like, you know, radio and race, doing what you want to do, talking. Slower news days, where your thing, that's where your personal life comes out. You give a 4 or 5 hour radio show, it's a slow news day, there's nothing to hit on. Everyone just starts spilling their guts. You have to talk. That's where a lot of this stuff came out. Slow news days, so we got very fortunate times on which we became involved, right? Because what happened was you got guys like Don Imus who kind of started it all, right? He starts just commentary and talking shit about the radio. And then Howard Stern takes it to a completely different level. And Howard Stern takes over radio all over the country. And Opie Anthony is the next stage because they have a different perspective on how to do a show. It's a hang. So you go in there and with especially in comics, you just go in there and hang. That was all it was. You go in there and you hang out in the studio and everybody was cool, it was fun. And that led the way to podcasts because they went to XM. So then they go to XM, now you can swear. So now we're doing O&A with swearing. And where, you can tell crazy stories. And then that goes to podcast. It's like we came along because all these doors were opening, like we hit every green light. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't get into podcast. I wish I had. Well, obviously now I do. I look back on it, but my contract doesn't allow for it. It may have early on before they knew what podcasting, the company knew what podcasting would be. But for the last X amount of years, I've been allowed to do my own. But you're still doing the same thing. Yes, we're talking. It's still the same thing. You're just doing it for a different series. But it's the same thing as doing a podcast. You're doing it just like all they did. Or like anybody else would if you're just doing a show that you're doing there yourself. Yeah, just talking. I mean, look, I do the UFC podcast with Matt. Like, even that, like, we're talking specifically about one thing. But see how much fun I get to hang out with Matt Sarah. It's fucking hilarious. So fun. I talk to people I like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a great life. Like, when I look at it, like, I get to do exactly what I want to do. It's everything I've always wanted, which was just to not have a schedule that I presented. Yeah, and also, again, this is not the business. Talk about business is so funny. Yeah, I think that's different. I don't think we're that. There's a few of us that still act, do stuff, but the vast majority of comics today, like, what business are they engaging in? They're doing live shows and concerts. Yeah, primarily. I decided to act. And that's another thing too. People are like, they see us on YouTube, like these situations are set up. They never see me act. Like, I really think I can pull that off. I stink at it. Like, I don't enjoy acting unless it's something I really like. And I'm so happy I don't have to worry about getting on TV again. I'm probably never going to act again on TV. That's fine. I don't really want to do it. It's the time involved. I would love to do everything. But multiple different lives that I could live simultaneously. I have a ton of different careers because I'm fascinated by a lot of people. But you don't have that much time. But if you want to act, acting 16-hour days, if you enjoy that, that's great. I don't enjoy that process. And it's hard. I think it's hard to stand up for me, obviously, because you can't address what's not going well. Like, if I'm having a shit set, I can immediately address it and let them know. And if I think it's their fault, like, we're all going to have a rough night, I'll make it miserable. But in an acting scene, you just have to do it. You can't break it. It sucks.
You have to just kind of muscle through it and smile, and I've never been good at that. And it's not because I don't like our source tightly, I'm just not good at it. I wish I was better at it. It's also better at it if you were really interested in it. Maybe, yeah. I'm just too self-conscious. Like, I'm self-conscious around my friends. I'm always, because the thing about myself, I hate them. I'm always self-conscious, and I don't know why. When I am, it comes out. It's obvious. You can't hide that on camera. Yeah. Actually, like, growing up in a sitcom. I tried at one point, early on, I was like trying to get the 7 minutes that I thought they would want. Everybody wants to make a deal in Montreal. Montreal rejected me for a decade. And when I finally got up there, no one gave a fuck. Like, the business here, it's never been Canada where I was going to take. Never. They've never wanted me. And I accept that. It's just very bizarre. Something so American institution, which was the 3 cameras, multi-camera sitcom in front of a live audience. It doesn't exist anymore. I think it's Miss Pat. She's the only one that I know of that's doing it. I'm sure they probably know her on Michelle Ware. But she's the only one in terms of comics that are starting to sitcom that I'm aware of. She's a topic. And I would have thought that as the more entertainment venue opened up, more networks, like when we were kids, when we were first starting out in the show business, there was only Fox, ABC, NBC, and CBS. Yes, right. That was it. And then cable shows. So then it became MTV, and a bunch of different things came along, and like it could be on Remote Control and MTV, like some people were, or it could be on this show or that show. It's like this and the I would have never thought that as it continues to go as wide as it is today, sitcoms will all advantage. Yeah. I guess because the idea that anytime people touch the business, it comes to a balance of they make it up. It's just not fun anymore. They have land tracks of writing impact that the land tracks were killed. Like, because the writing may be weak, the land was the same, so the writing impact was my TV. Yeah, there's so many shows that you can watch. It's abysmal. Even MASH, which I loved growing up, I hated the laugh track. I really had it. Do you know what makes me love that track? You know what Steve Cooper is hilarious? And the beat Alan Partridge. It's a British show. He played a radio guy, and it's a really funny show. And his laugh track for some reason didn't bother me. And it worked as a device for some reason. Other than that, I always hated it.
What up, real shiller? How you living, baby?
Yeah, that's he laughs always obvious. Yeah, I know the shows that are going on. Does that work? Just to cut right there. Actually, that might actually work. Single camera show. Or the same joke.
What up, baby?
We have to reshoot something. Like, anything you got to, like, this is a comic. You're doing the same joke in front of the audience. Yeah. You try to come up with something, or you think about something crazy, and like, it was a lot of fun. It was a challenge to try not to do the same joke. That was a lot of fun. Try another one. It's ready is a different show. Yeah. It was like you feel dishonest doing the same thing. Like, there's something about it. You feel like you're like, hey, we all know I'm lying right now. It's like it just doesn't feel right, and the crowd is much more appreciative of it. You're doing something different. Yes. But yeah, I feel terrible for the same. Like, sometimes when you do this special, like, I've never done a retake of a joke. And again, not that I don't think any of them need it, but it's just like, I'm too embarrassed to do the same joke twice anymore. So I'd rather I get my closing joke on a special because I fucking tripped out like an idiot. I just have to go back and do it or get something new or something else. This is too late. So they did a survey, and 1 in 3 people say they've snooped through their partners' phones. And that's just the ones who live in. Look, it's all naturally curious. Who hasn't? But that's why exposed. Just think about it. What's all the Wi-Fi networks you use daily? Your friends, your boss, your parents. If you're using their Wi-Fi, they can see everything. To truly protect your privacy, you need to use ExpressVPN. With ExpressVPN, all I have to do is tap right in. Everything I do online gets sent through an encrypted server. No one has access to my browser history or storage. I've said this for years. ExpressVPN is hands down the best privacy tool on the market. It's easy. It just works. Whether on my phone, tablet, laptop, everything. When the app turns green, I'm clean. So, here's my special link to get the best possible deal. My VPN I trust to protect my whole life online. Visit expressvpn.com/Rogan. That's it. 3 extra months for free. It's expressvpn.com/ROGAN. expressvpn.com/Rogan. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. Guys, it's time for a little spring cleaning. Not the kind where you wipe every inch of your place top to bottom. I'm talking about cleaning yourself up because, and I talk about it a lot, it's important that you take care of yourself, including your appearance. That's why I want to recommend Manscaped. Their products are top tier, especially Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0. It's exactly what you need to clean out there. And it comes with 2 interchangeable blade heads. One helps take a little off the top, pretty standard. The second has a new foil blade to help you go smooth wherever you want. Plus, it's all waterproof, so you can shave in the shower, bath, wherever. I think it's super convenient. And if you want the full grooming experience, you can't go wrong with Manscaped's signature beard hedger pro kit and handyman electric face shaver. You'll look and feel good in no time. So start taking care of yourself and get the grooming tools that you need from Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code ROGAN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code ROGAN at manscaped.com. Tap the banner or visit this episode's page to learn more. Yeah. Well, this company also it's not yours. So you're just trying to interact with these people the best way possible to get the story through the class. And the audience is aware of that, so they're in on this process that they normally never get to see. Where stand-up comedy, they take to stage and they're doing jokes and slapping. The sitcom, you never get to see how sausage. It's basically when the audience around the cameras moving around, so it's an experience on top of just you're watching the show that you're going to watch. You're watching the creative. So you're also watching slow fun through the lines and start laughing, get down and acting over and crack. Yeah, like when I did Ice Cube thinking I was so funny. I know it was great. And then we like take 2 and I would like pinch myself or slap myself or do something to try to be more serious and get the name. There's that too that the audience is saying. So if they see you retake a scene, but at least you're adding new lines. So now it doesn't feel like they're burdened by seeing the same thing over again. Now it's like, oh wow, this is something good. So sometimes they just come up with stuff on the fly. It's also weird when I don't look at the audience. Like as a stand-up, you want to just look at the crowd. But if you shoot something on the side stage, and the crowd would just watch it on the monitor. In fact, I cut off on Fox, and I'm usually sitting next to Greg where I see the audience. But once in a while, if I sit in the seat where I think the audience is here, it's so hard to just live in this environment without just turning and looking at the crowd. I hate not seeing the crowd. And a lot of guys respond. They try to get crazy and not looking directly at the crowd. Yeah, it's an extra level of fake, right? Because you know it's fake because you're not really in the office. You know it's fake because there's no wall. You know it's fake because the whole audience is looking back. And you're trying to act normal. Yeah. So you're trying to act normal in an environment where everyone knows it's fake. Yeah, you're trying to be real. But at least if you're on a single camera show, you know, if you're doing something like Modern Family, you got a single camera, and like it's just a film. There's no audience. So you can feel moments, and you're not worried about not looking at the crowd that's laughing at you. Right, and I don't have to do it. It doesn't matter, right? This is not a bunch of people who get a reaction from waiting. I just, in the whole world, I just became so exhausted trying to limit. I don't have a system. it's just, it's not comfortable. I don't feel fun there. I don't feel welcome there. That's why I said, that's always one of the great, my favorite things I ever did. But yes, it was playing. So I was Josh was really fucking rough. And he would work really hard. And the crowd, they had never seen any of these episodes. Like, the whole thing was shot before any of it aired. So there's no TV programs for the hour. We had to shot 13 actually. And then they just aired. The crowd, they would be setting these crowd. We had no idea who we were, the characters. But it's one of the most fun things I ever did. Massive, yeah, which was a huge. Yeah, I mean, it just worked. That's what I got fucked up by not picking up in the second season. They allowed a few critics, even though it had a lot of viewers, they allowed a few critics to shit on it enough to get canceled. I know, yeah, we're talking about it. It was actually going on. I thought it's really interesting. I know it's happening. They're professional. Yeah, professional. Like 4 shows. Yeah, like they had shows like Sopranos and 69 different. They were built up and things that people love. You see all this stuff. They've got awards. Like these guys are the first ones getting awards. So it's something like this. But yeah, that was my first time. That was because I was attached to it. Like I really have a fucking black spot on the wall. Like anything like that, it's like it's going to go back. It was the first time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure they fucking where I didn't see it. Pretty much kind of shoot. Just the critics. One critic who like weeks into this show, right after really started that was never the so you know, it is what it is. It was not how long I was back on conversation. Fuck, I was yeah, it's so hard to make things now. I mean, how many comedy shows like that? Comics. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch any of them anyway. Like, I don't watch sketch. I don't watch. And I should interview people. I'm just a fucking idiot, and I don't watch things people. You watch specials, I can't watch something special. I like watching it. Do you like watching it? Yeah. My very rare one of my friends went to the family, he asked me to watch something, I'll watch something. I like seeing comedy. He is a really nice comic. Yeah, even if I'm walking through and I see Colin on stage, I'll watch or tell. Like in the Southeast, he's a great comedian. But the idea of actually just watching somebody, I guess because I'm also like a clip-based, so I'm a minute or 2 minutes, and I run out of patience with something. I also want to see things I wish I would have thought of. Oh, yeah, that's true. And when you're entertaining yourself, we go through, I watch a lot of TV with Nikki, so it's like, we're just going to go through some Sopranos, watch through now. We watch the Sopranos, yeah. It's just, I did forget most of it. And we interviewed, it was Robert Eiler and Jane Lindsay, their podcast together. So I like interviewing them, I'm like, fuck, I forgot how great this show is. It's just started off in March. But it's mostly shit we focus on watching people climb buildings, free climbers, like these fucking maniacs that climb buildings. I'm afraid of heights. You watch those guys? Elaine Robert, I think his name is the French Spider-Man who kind of started all that shit. Free climbing with no equipment on building. Yeah, it's horrifying. They always have these helmet cams on. It really bothers me. Or I'll watch B videos, like hornet's nests. Like, what is it? Horrible. I'm sure it's fucking terrible. I can't get through the videos. I have to stop watching. I bet that would. If you wanted to be a teacher, dude, he just put one up where he showed himself on a building fighting. Innovative things. And he's holding on, and you can see. There was also one. If you go to Elaine Robert, ALAIN, I think his Instagram showed it. He's very close to the top of the building. You can see the wind. Do you see it? Yeah, Yeah, it's, are you afraid of heights? Oh, yeah, me too. I'm terrified.
I'm afraid of also doing something stupid. That's what I'm afraid of. Because I think my brain is the kind of brain that you know, like this person gets good at climbing. Yeah, like I could see myself in another life being that speed. There's also like, oh, Jesus Christ, fighting against the wheels of the says, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, listen to the band. Oh, fuck.
I mean, some of it is really great information, some of it's really funny.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. All his videos are like
I
that.
found the end of the internet. I'm done.
See how close he is to the top.
Looking for Gary and Shannon.
Yeah,
What are you looking for?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, on jail.
Me too. I can't do it.
Anytime on the
Oh my God, he's get down, get down.
Yeah.
Don't just stand up there when he gets to the top.
I think there's one he did where he gets close to the rooftop and then he can't get over it. Like the tip top there can't go to climb back down the building.
No, he doesn't.
Did you see the bird? The bird's coming on the top left where he's standing on top of
Oh my God. Oh my God. What's he doing?
Yeah,
What are you doing up there, buddy? Get down. Get down.
Yeah.
Hey, up here.
Yeah. I mean,
Gonna scroll down a little bit. There's some workout thing he was doing where he's hanging.
I think it's his house.
Wayne and me. That's like a guy calling his wife of 40 years
He's got like
by the
free
name of
control of his body. That's
Yeah.
insane. He's hanging on
This
like
is why
one finger.
all years
Yeah.
when I
He's
was
on
young,
one finger pull up.
I would always streamline him out
Yeah.
at the appropriate moments.
This is for 50 years.
By
This
getting
is soon there will be 50 years that I've been climbing free solo. Some people say that it's crazy things I've been living my dreams all along and potentially assuming the potential outcome.
Wayne, sorry, my brain just seized up with all the mental
The
images.
potential outcome. Imagine just thinking about that.
Been here a long time.
Potential outcome.
These two guys who were all screaming.
Yeah. I hate when he turns around. Sometimes he turns around and looks down. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You know that it was
Get up there.
It's hard to look at.
They have a law against unauthorized.
That's what I do. I watch guys like that. And there's a lot of guys that are following in his footsteps now. But it's those type of things. It's a lot of it is the hanging cat. Yes, and there's also footage of another guy falling. I think he was a Chinese climber, and he was on the 60th floor. And his, you don't see the splat, but you see him. He had the camera set up, and he's hanging on the top, and he's trying to climb. Like he can't make it up. He can't make it up, and he just lets go. And they say he's on the 60th floor. And that's the feeling that looks so helpless, is hanging on to the top and trying to get your feet going. And that's exactly how it happens.
Rifle,
Yeah, but you don't skydiving and stuff?
and
I hate this.
people were alarmed by this, so they called 911, and the cops said, "Okay, we'll go over there." It's
Yeah,
probably those
I wish I
guys.
wasn't afraid of it though.
Brian Red
And
Band's
they get
dad.
over there, and there he is, and they're like, "All right, buddy, you gotta get down on the ground."
This guy,
And he says no.
one day he goes to
And his friend shows up. His friend Chris Griffin shows up. He's
Oh, wow.
got a pistol.
Yeah, good for him
He
not going.
starts filming
Yeah,
the
good for him saying no. I think I fucked that story.
They
No,
say to him,
it's
"That's fine, just we gotta get away from the other guy because we are having a police interaction with this other guy."
yeah, it terrifies me. I was even flying when I was coming here. I'm such a fucking idiot. I checked over my little reports to see how bumpy the flight might be. I'm really annoyed. Like I just, they some high winds. I'm like, it's gonna be a bad flight. They were panicking before the fucking wind. So yeah, the height thing is really it's paralyzing.
And the other guy, Christian, was charged with interfering with police. Now, both of those charges are
Those people
ultimately
fight that fear. Cloud. Alex Honnold is one of the oddest guys.
They say this what happened was a violation of your First Amendment right as retaliation for
Yeah,
their
where the
First
angle's going
Amendment
backwards.
protected
He's gonna
activity
climb
to protest
thousands
the
of
city's
people just come
law.
hang on his feet.
Does he use equipment or is he
They're
fixed all the time?
saying they have a First Amendment right not only to protest, but a First Amendment
Yeah, he
right
climbed like the 3,000 foot one. I think I saw something like that.
Yeah, he's on the bottom all over the
and
world.
the city
It's
says,
just
no, no, no,
the
no, no, no.
act of doing that. The act of just
The
being
his life, just climbing all the time. Jake was the alchemist. That documentary, oh my god. It's about this kid who was like the goat of these guys. It got to the point where for him, where just regular free solo climbing the mountains wasn't scary enough. So he starts ice climbing. So what he's doing is climbing up the side of like icicles hanging off the side of a mountain, and he's doing it with an ice axe. So he's pulling himself up with ice axes. Because like regular climbing doesn't freak him out enough. Now he's got an ice axe in his way. So this ice is hanging off the mountain, okay? So you have this cliff face right here, and then you have all this space, and then you have the ice, thousands of feet hanging down above the ground. And he's digging into this ice, and hoping it hangs on there while he's climbing his way. Seriously, I forgot doing this. Yeah, it is crazy what people have to do to feel like their body's the last time. Like that stuff. That's what we would climb. Did you see the icicles? Where we found it? Yeah, I think it was early in the beginning of the show, the icicles. This guy would make his way with just his name. It was this really good. This is the trailer, right? Is he dead or alive? He's alive. Yeah, tweet that actual thing. You can run it out. Oh, he didn't fall. He got done. Just got that's it. So that's it right there. That's it. That kind of shit. When you see how he just did it with the ice axis, that's how he did it. He climbed icicles. It was like regular climbing rocks got boring. And if you talk to a psychologist who's going to be in mind, there's like a thing that is something. This is the theory. Some of these people that do this kind of stuff, they don't feel normal. So yeah, they feel something. They really have to do that. Yeah, they have to do something that they absolutely paralyzed them. I think I might be fucking up the phrase. Tyson talked about something about, like, I guess maybe between drugs and medication. He said the baseline normal, I think, was the term he used. It was something about what it takes to get just to feel zero. Like just to feel, okay, I'm regular. And remember, if you're addicted to something, adrenaline, whatever it is, we all have that. It just, for me, we're getting ahead of any more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it took so long, or so many different things to just get to that feeling like, all right, I'm starting to feel alive from this. I'm starting to feel, like baseline normal.
It's not for states to decide whether a candidate is eligible to run for federal office.
We're having a big green rooms, how fun it is to talk to people that just want to have fun. Just like comics, you can say anything to them, everyone's laughing, everyone's shitting on everybody, we're all cracking up. And it's all blood. And that's our baseline normal. So if you get the people that are used to what we have as baseline normal, you put it in some stuff office environment. It's a bit of a problem for us. We're like super constrained and feeling shit. And people see it a lot of times thinking being mean to each other. It's like, no, you have an understanding that, like, this is how we. It's like sparring with somebody. Yeah, it's not hurting them. Yet you throw punches at a person who's also throwing them back at you. Yeah, Tuck Brown is a great example. Keith Robinson had 2 strokes. I went and watched it. His special is fucking amazing. I heard his special is so good. And it was really great. But Keith doesn't expect an ounce of sympathy from people. Nobody treats him any differently. The stroke is just one more thing to make fun of. And he's the same guy who's always been. And anybody on the outside can see that and go, you guys are irritant. Because if you all of a sudden start talking to you differently and trying to keep calm, they fucking hate it. He would be uncomfortable and he would feel like I'm not damaged. Mental. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the same guy. So yeah, people see that sometimes. They don't understand it. They're like, just being dicks because that's what makes us laugh. Yeah, and it's also when you spar, it gets things better too. When someone shits on you with a really good singer, you get home and you're like, God damn, you got good one. Yeah, I gotta write that I gotta call some more funny things to say about him. I think it was fucked up about the way he dresses, the way he talks. He always be about you. And then you go back and they both smile. Yeah, everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing. And it also, but it keeps you honest too. Like, Colin is really good at that. Like, we'll be at the cellar sometimes and I'll say something I think makes sense. And then what do you, like, fucking ant? I'm like, oh God, right? Like, what's the ant thing that I said? And if you get annoyed at it, or you can just acknowledge, like, wow, that really was was kind of a douchey old lady thing that just said, I just take it. Well, also, even if it wasn't, the fact that someone can make fun of it, you should think that's funny. But that, even though that, well, that's not what I meant. But that is funny. Yeah, it's annoying when he calls you out in front of people who aren't comics and stuff. This fucking asshole pulled through one time. Somebody said something like the cashier said something, and oh, no worries. And he goes, this is annoying that he's talking like an Australian tour guide. And she laughs at me. It's embarrassing because she like, if he said it to another comic, I wouldn't care. It's just some fucking lady who really thought it was funny. You know, obviously I should sound like that. You know, it kind of just makes you almost hyper aware of everything you say.
And that's our baseline.
Yeah. But I can't function with that. I can't be in a relationship with someone who isn't like that, who doesn't appreciate that. I just, it's not fun. It's not fun if you're to watch what you're saying. You're always worried I'm going to upset them by being too harsh, or too fragile.
Now imagine that same sort of philosophy, the same mindset, and you apply it to both things. So work, it works most of the time. You don't get to choose the people you work with. You work with people. You also work at the place you work, and then you have to deal with all this fucking bullshit sensitivities that they might carry.
Yeah, there's also a penalty in those situations where if you say something people don't like, they go to human resources, which nothing destroys fun like fucking human resources. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's all about us. That really is. I mean, even if work, like, you know, I'm on the air, we can say what we want, they never fought with us, but I don't talk to anybody in the office. I mean, I don't fucking hi, hello, and keep walking. I don't want any miscommunications, any misinterpretations, or any opportunities for someone.
Just like when he found his habit to pretend there since these are blocking and so sort of you're in here with us.
I don't know, but
It's easier pace.
Yeah.
Like deal with the ramifications of being falsely charged.
Yeah. Yeah, or just, he said this to me, and it's like, how do I prove I didn't say that? There's no, yeah, I've been like, I got sued. I mean, it's like, it's why I had the insurance, because I got fucking sued for $500,000. It was a fucking, for defamation, because I shit on that lawyer on the air. He called in, he was a guy's right activist, and he called up, and I insulted him for an hour, chickens, it was funny. And I remember saying, like, I remember saying, this guy was going to kill me, but he can't, so he's getting me. I was like, he's on our settlement, because he amended his complaint. He said that I was having people said that anthrax or white powder implying it was anthrax. It was fucking crazy, so I had to meet my lawyer's office just to tell him, dude, like, that was insane. I felt like it's two people, but he thought I was going to settle. So we shook hands and met. He just looked a little fishy, weird guy. And then he just continued to sue me. And it finally went away. I had a great lawyer. And then 5 months later, the judge didn't like him, and my attorney started reading things I said to him on the air, and all the other lawyers in the court started laughing, and all those people laughing at him got him to go, oh, Your Honor, we can settle this. So they went in the back, and that was it. No money was paid, it was just dropped. And that, he didn't want to be mocked, and he wrote like this manifesto, and he mentioned me in it. And that guy, over the fucking pandemic, dressed up like a FedEx worker and went to a judge's house and shot her son and killed him. That's the same guy, Boyd and Hollinger. And that's the guy who sued me. Holy shit. And he went to, he was doing, I think, murder, Sonia Sotomayor, I think her name is, the Supreme Court Justice, and they said he might have killed somebody else, and I don't know. But yeah, it's going to shoot her, and her son has her door. Holy shit. Yeah, but I knew that guy. It was more than a loss. Because he challenged me to a duel. I didn't think he challenged me everywhere. During South America, and had a duel. Like, it was really bizarre that he chose those 10 bases. Yes, like, it was so nuts. And then he started wanting to come back in studio and fight us. He's like, it'll just be me against the 3 hosts fighting. All these crazy messages. That's the guy. Yeah, so that, like, when that type of shit happens, it does change you a little bit. You're like, wow, that guy was right. That guy really wants to be crazy and powerful. And most people, before I heard that he had cancer, they killed himself. Yeah, I think the cops were coming to get him, and he killed himself. So, yeah, that could have been a lot worse. And I look back on that, and I also feel good about myself. Like, this guy, like, I read what type of person he was. Like, this is me getting pretty good instincts. Someone's heck, you don't understand. Is this guy having fun? Or is this guy trying to be a piece of shit because he resents me? You learn pretty quickly to read motives. And I just, maybe it's just an animal, but it's, this guy's a fucking problem. So yeah, I got very lucky with that. It never got to that. I wonder how much.
Like I was betting 380, I think, on the penny slot.
I don't know because it was years later, and it was also he had this thing with like. I originally they were going to interview him because he was suing Columbia because of their guy's studies or women's studies, sorry. And so I was like, look, I don't like anything that's progressive and exclusive by nature. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm going to do guys let some of this. But then it became apparent he just sues women. And then we started to make fun of him. It wasn't the principle of Columbia doing this. It was like you said, fucking hard on and want to sue women. So then we kind of made fun of him. And it got ugly, and I was just being a dick like I was on the air. And that's what was, I don't think that he had so many problems. It was much more about women than anything I said to him. My humiliation of him was huge earlier, but I do think I humiliated him. He really wanted to. My attorney at the time, his name was Tom Furman, great lawyer, and my law firm hated him so much they retroactively knocked down what they were charging me. They go, this guy's such a bad guy. They wouldn't charge him less and make it retroactive. Like, they were so offended by what he was doing as an attorney. So I got lucky with really good people, and they really took good care of me. I also got lucky with cancer. Yes, 100%, because, again, do I think he would have hunted me down? No, I think the judge for him was fair on it, but I mean, I'm sure it would have felt good if he could yeah, and oddly enough, it happened in the town I grew up in. He was just getting a pure coincidence, but having been there,
You're going to see
he went to kill her, and just unfortunately her son gets there.
In the Texas Panhandle.
Yeah, you get like I've gotten so many threats over the years, like legit radio podcasting. You don't see it's not like live stand-up. There's a lot of people you don't see. And I used to answer them. I have hundreds of fucking emails. I used to go back and forth with people, and I eventually stopped because then people like I had a couple people talking about going to watch your back, talking about getting shot. And they were using their real names. I'm like, all right, this guy's using his real name. He's fucking something
really
right?
surprised.
I don't know what he looks like. But I eventually stopped reading or responding to it.
Yes, residents
The thing
will
about the
stay on
Bowden show was very aggressive show. Yeah.
They claimed
Aggressive
Colorado
shit.
that he was an
Yeah, aggressive
insurrectionist
attack.
when he incited the
Weaponization of
on
pests.
January 6th.
Yeah, and they kind of did it on their own, and we enjoyed it because they weren't really funny. Like, they would do some really funny shit, like we would do Octobers, and just torture us.
It's not about the past of the audience.
Oh, they were just these O&A fans that were rapidly
Connected, very committed.
Yeah, and pests was just this dumb affection because they were just pests. They were just annoying people. And we would take over and just like fucking on the radio show. It would only happen for a day though. You'd be in and out for a day and then put all these horrible things on their Facebook page. The Facebook page would shut down. And then the next day it would be another shut down.
Was just making fun of like corny radio.
Yeah, and it's funny, I had to go on because, I had the advantage of radio, but also I'm going on the road, and I had been on shows, and they're like, you John told us. So I had to go and face some of these fucking people, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's like being overheard talking shit, but just say to them, and I'm looking, they were cooler with it than I would have thought. And one time in Boston, they really approved of this show. And so, I don't remember, it's been years ago, I don't remember the show, I didn't remember the October. But Kenny comes out, and I was waiting to do a show. And he goes, hey, John told me these people, the one knows what the dust in the studio. I'm like, yeah, so I went right in, because you have to. I would rather just face it. And then we kind of talked about it, it was okay. It wasn't as aggressive. I think they were surprised that I came in. And whenever you talk to someone one-on-one, it humanizes them a little bit. Like, it's hard to totally dismiss somebody when you're actually talking to them. Because you realize, like, they just made a living doing radio. They look at me like he's a stupid fucking comic, making fun of something. This was getting along, and it was okay. But yeah, I had to deal with that on the road. I went on a few shows before with Lex and Terry. Down, they were really brutal. Those guys, they were harsh. We had nasty fights with them, and then eventually I kind of hit up and I was on their show. Our followers, those shows still around. I don't know. I know Bubba is still around. He's doing something. I don't know if Lex and Terry are. Touch with Rich just broke up. They were friends, but I mean, they were on their shows. They made true oldies. I call the guy. I don't know. I've only done the show once or twice, and I've been in the studio once or twice. I think one of them passed away, and I don't know which one.
The cases are
They were the
technically
show,
connected, but it would
they
be a
were.
split
If you wanted to
decision
be big in
that
the
this
Midwest,
is a win for Donald Trump.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy, all these guys that they made. I mean, radio, what it did for people for years now, no one cares anymore. The regular radio is shit for so many more or less. Unless a few shows in a few markets, you know, like Johnny Dare in Kansas City was always a great show to go on because he would always sell tickets. But most of those shows surprised me. I don't know, I haven't been out there in so many years. The
There's
weird
a
ones
strong
for me
chance
now.
that also is a unanimous decision. That says just not. There is no blanket immunity from criminal prosecution, but for a
If
sitting
I don't have
president.
it plugged in, if I
So
forget my phone or
this
something
is
like
the
that, I'm
first
like,
half of what could be a very weird decision going forward.
and I'll just scroll until I find either someone talking about Jesus or someone talking about Trump. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's nothing funny. Like, well, there's very few funny shows anymore. Everyone's so afraid of getting in trouble with it. Like, it's worse than it's ever been. Just trying to do this.
I need to try this thing this week.
Yeah, we
Michael
got just in
Rothschild,
time.
I
And
took the
honestly,
shit
we
on this week.
can find it in
I need to
2002.
support it.
We can't turn out
PowerPoint.
That's serious.
Look to see it on the honest week.
No, it's a negotiation. It's straight for them.
He said,
But
"Man,
they
thank
don't
you."
just like that.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Watch your special. There's
You
no
don't sign your name to it, I don't sign my name to it, it's just
No,
a general.
I wanted to know.
Like,
I guess people, they said that Sam and I do really well on,
It's like you're
for
curious.
them, my demand is
You
really
can
big.
vote
Their
for it,
app
you
is
don't
really
sign
big.
up on that.
And they said we do better than most people in the
Something
company
opinions.
on that app. They're really happy. So the app, it's just like having spot works.
Former president, by the way, is a show on but is
Yeah,
expected
you
to
can
make
listen
some
to the
comments.
replay. Yeah, so
That's
essentially
the
the podcast is
strict about what he's going to say, but he is expected to make
I don't
some
know.
comments.
I think the app is free. I don't see my own show. On the show, you have to pay for Sirius XM, so I'm more Sirius XM. Oh, it's Sirius XM Pandora. Yeah, Sirius XM Pandora. I don't think they're really XM.
Yeah.
Is it Pandora?
Jimmy,
Yeah, they own
Jimmy
Pandora
Jacobs,
for
one of
sure.
our friends.
Yeah, no, Sirius XM is still,
He listens
and they
to
just
the
added
show.
something else too. I should probably know because I worked there,
It's
but I
always
don't.
wild to me when I meet people that listen to the
I
show.
don't know, because I don't know him. Like, I've met him, I've never really interacted with Howard other than hello and bye, and like,
friends that I met
yeah,
on
same
Saturday
building,
night.
same building, buddy building.
And we're,
I don't think he's been there for a long time. I think he broadcasts from home. Like, he's got his own studio.
Great.
yeah, it's just fun.
And everybody
Because
said I would see him because
no-
I came in, I would see Artie.
two people.
Like Artie and Lang and I would bump into each other in the elevator all the time. I hated getting up, which would drive me crazy. Like Artie does heroin and he and I are getting here at the same time. Like, even if he would fucking be there with the sunglasses on in the elevator going up to work. So I bumped into Artie all the time. But Howard, I probably seen him 2 or 3 times.
What were you doing over there?
Yeah, I never did a show because it was only happening.
Oh, I see.
When we were over the air, I was a LA guy, so I never tried to get on. I just was one.
4 o'clock.
Where you guys want to keep
Oh,
it?
my good way.
I don't know. From
Like,
home.
that
Like,
was
if right,
Friday.
you get to a certain point in time
It's
when you're
like
away.
4 o'clock. It's like at 10:30.
I've been messed up all weekend. My wife was out of town. I was feeling bad, so I was like, I was
You know, like,
shit. Like I developed this severe alcohol addiction.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can tell in your voice.
Yeah.
It was
I guess he's interviewing people he wants to talk to. Like, I guess at this point, he just wants to do certain interviews. Like, again, people said his show changed a lot, but I was never a listener. I just, I don't listen to anything.
Harry and Jada will think
So,
you maybe
no problem. I'm sure I did.
newsroom.
In the beginning,
You are still helping I will just not.
he fought the cover.
The Supreme Court has unanimously voted to
He was doing this
former
on
President
air,
Trump
on
on the ballot in Colorado, striking down the ruling that allowed him to take
Wow,
office.
shit, this guy was
Trump will be on the ballot
going,
Colorado,
then I don't.
tomorrow for Super
And it opened
Tuesday,
the door
polling
for all.
effectively stops more than
Yeah,
10
for all
states
part,
after
definitely opened up the door for O&A.
a 100-mile stretch of the 80-degree way in the Sierra Nevada remains
Grease the
closed
wheels
because
for
of the
O&A.
weekend written
Although
blizzard.
O&A was
Stage
different
pieces
than
the roadway has been
Yeah,
impassable.
they admitted that Howard was a huge influence on her. She was an influence on
More
her.
people got stranded
And
for
then from
hours.
there, it goes
About
on
3
to
feet of snow is
podcasts.
falling
And,
forecasters
you know,
say
it's not possible without Howard.
625
So it's a totally different
open
path
in
to
LA County
entertainment
and
and
the
talking.
primary
Because
elections.
this is like that kind of just having a conversation with someone
From 7 a.m. to
that
8 p.m.
really didn't
Voters
exist
are not
in that
expected to be
form
very good.
before we
Being
heard
less
it
than
for
30%
long periods of
in
time.
LA County.
Like, who else has done that?
We've got a truck on fire.
Yeah, at least where it was entertaining and funny and like they go into areas that like regular interviews weren't going to. Yeah, I was in South and talking.
The role they play in
They
their
would have
interviews
like the
are
phone
great
to see
drives.
you trying to guess what the people camera's like. You know what I mean? It was they had like 3 different categories of like Bush. Everything said for people just call it rubber farm.
It was
You
medical
know,
treatment you would need it, and they put it
yeah, Flash. That was before I got there. They came up with that before I arrived. Like, that was something that was really a statement by the time I showed up. I said, wow, yeah. You see them everywhere. Oh, yeah. It's the best. Yeah, we would get calls on Wednesday. They used to go show your tits. I unfortunately not get to see my driving, but happy listeners. It was that kind of show. It was a welcome break from all the fake bullshit.
setting highs in the 60s to 50s for the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, and there was no real, like, you could say anything you wanted. It was only a subscription service, and then our show was a subscription on top of that. Like, we were on XM. It was a $2 fee additional to get over the Anthony. Like, it wasn't even on the regular. We fought for a year to get me on the regular platform. They kept Open Anthony separated. I think so, and they also wanted to have that thing, hey, you paid for $2. That's what I think. The show asked for, we asked for, but eventually we got on the regular. And I'll say this for serious, they're never fuck with us on what to talk about, what not to talk about. Yeah, they never give us content problems. You know, we can't really have nudity in the studio anymore, but I mean, most companies are probably not letting you do that. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's also been done so many times. I can't stop. I'm trying to lose weight again. I got so self-conscious. I just backed up. How long were you trying to do? I mean, I've been going to exercise for like 7 months now, and that's great exercise. Like, jiu-jitsu, Thai, I go 4 days a week, and like 2 months I do. I do 2 days of each a week because, I like really awesome. You know, jiu-jitsu is great, but I want to be able to get somebody who handles something so I train, I do mostly private because the schedule of classes doesn't work with my schedule. I train a guy named Mike Jarnelli, who's a high-level black belt, and he has me rolling with this belt named Martin, and it's fucking great. It's very addictive. I love doing it. And it's exhausting. It's more tiring than anything I've ever done. That's a great thing. Yeah, I'm never going to get beat. I'm never just going to get my ass kicked in a movie. That's all I'm worried about. Getting beat up is fucking movie. It's always good to learn that it's never a bad thing to know. It doesn't mean you're going to use it. It doesn't mean you're going to hurt anybody. I never have. But it's just a good thing to know. Yeah, you can look at people differently. Like, I'm not overconfident because I'm not looking for a fight. But when there's a disruption or a ruckus, you're less concerned about what happens if this comes in. But, you at least feel like, well, at least I would have an answer that would have happened 7 or 8 months ago. Yeah, you want to know what to do instead of just to freeze up. One of the best things about jiu-jitsu is when you are rolling, when you're sparring, you're essentially going full speed. Right, you go full speed up until the point where you walk in and choke, and then, or an arm bar, or an E-bar, whatever it is, and then you control. Because you don't hurt each other. Right. But the point is, you're scrambling at essentially 100% until you get to that position. Not always. Sometimes you're flowing, sometimes you're just trying to work on defense, or so go around you. But what you're accustomed to doing is resisting someone's full strength. You get accustomed to it. Yes. and it becomes very normal. So like if someone grabs me out of nowhere, someone grabs me, it's a total normal thing. Like someone the other day, fucking Rabbi Rothschild, grabbed me from behind and put his arm around my neck when I was in the grave. Tuck my chin. I can't still tuck my chin. I didn't see anyone like this. And it's like built in. It's entirely built in. I feel an arm right here. My chin tucks. I turned away and I grabbed it. I'm like, oh, it's up. So it's in my central nervous system. Whereas for a person who's never trained, if someone grabs you to think, what do I do? Now I have to grab this. Like, that's too late.
Yeah, there are certain things I don't think about, but I'm not there yet. Like, the idea of becoming like a reaction, that's what I want to get to. For certain things it is, but I'm trying to throw a triangle off. Like, right arm through right leg, that's why it fucks me up a lot. Yeah, I mean, and like, we do a lot of drilling, and that's because let me drill from the right side, let me drill from the left side.
People don't like to drill because it's tedious, and they like to spar because it's fun. And Bravo says, everybody loves to spar because like that's like you play the game, you're playing a video game. To get good at that game, you got to do the tedious stuff. So Eddie and I would drill all the time. They would come over my house and I had mats in my garage. And when I first started, I was able to tell Eddie. I think he was brown, he was either purple or brown at the time. And he would come over my place and we would just drill for hours. And my game jumped up so much. My game from blue belt to purple belt jumped so much. And it was all just because I was drilling all the time, constant drilling.
Yeah, he does have a lot. Mike will have us do like the same thing over and over and over, and I'll get tired. Like for me, the exhaustion, and like you can go slow, you can't stop. Train yourself to move when you're tired. Just your nose work. My nose sucks. It's better than it was.
So we were talking before you were thinking about this operation.
Oh, I've got two. Yeah, and it's like it's also my lungs. The fact that I'm 55, like this guy got rolling with his blue belt moves very quick. It's really hard to hold when he doesn't want to be held. Like he's drilling. But then like for the last X amount of minutes, a lot of times I go, all right, I want you to follow him. Like he wants me just to follow his movements. Like if he's getting out of things, do I know what the next thing to do is? Like just to try to get me to do it without thinking. I've surprised myself a few times. I was actually able to see what he's doing, but I'm under no illusion. I can tap a blue belt, like well, it's a language, and it's like you have to learn how to say the words before you form sentences. And that's what you're doing when you learn jiu-jitsu. And just like having a conversation with someone, when someone's moving, your reactions,
They said that emergency medical services personnel attempted to save her, but she said she
so it's like it is like a language. Jiu-jitsu is very much like a language, and you get good at it just like you get good at a language, and you have a bunch of different words at your disposal. You understand how to put it together, you understand how to put it together in context, and then
company was founded by her parents in 1964.
There's some really good guys. It's also like they're telepathic, like they're anticipating the other person's counter to their move, and then they trap them with that and flow into the next defense of that. And it's all just this whirlwind of things that looks random unless you're educated in what they're doing. And then you go, wow, that's beautiful.
Well, Mike will show things like, and again, he's got me because I'm a white belt. But when he walks, like he'll show me like things he knows I'm not going to get beat, so you know how to defend yourself in a real life situation. So he'll show me where to throw all those. You got it right here. Throw your knee into his face, like things that you'll need to do in real life. When he locks things on, he goes, here's how you really make this if you want to. It's brutal. Like it's really. You realize how many ways there are to hurt somebody, be hurt by somebody. It's not just getting punched in the face. Muay Thai for me, I love, because again, my punching sucks, my kicks are fun, my jab is shit, but I just want to be able to do a little bit of basic stuff. I have to do it. I'm never going to do great. I'm never going to throw kicks like fucking wonderfully knock somebody out. I just want to be able to throw one if I have to get somebody away from me.
Yeah, it's again, it's something to learn, and wherever you are now, whatever your baseline is, if you train, you'll look back and go, oh, I remember when I used to think that I couldn't get
bizarre. It's not that.
Yeah, I've seen some improvement in 7 months, and again, it's all, I don't care about belts, I don't care about any of that stuff. I like doing it, and I feel, like, yeah, I'm learning something, because when he tells me just to follow Martin and move, I feel like, yeah, I'm actually moving with him, and most of the time he's getting out of it. One time he's spending
medical services regular out for an hour.
well, actually not a lot of kicking hands. I stopped kicking like 2 months ago because I really hurt my foot. I thought I might have fractured my foot. So I've been doing just basically punching and tie clinch and takedowns for like the last 2 months to let my foot heal. Because I think I had an elbow or something. No, I think I was just, sometimes my kicks are off. It actually did hit number one time. I don't think that's what did it. I think I just kicked too hard and my foot hit the wrong part of the pad. You know, I think that's what it was. I felt like it was fractured, so I didn't break it. No, I don't like to train. I can't stop. I don't even go to the regular gym anymore. Because if I stop, I'm not going to do it. I'm a streaky hitter. Like, I do really good, and when I stop, fucking forget it. I'm not getting back into it.
The cool thing about martial arts is there's a
Yeah, but this is the kind of stuff that fuels parents.
Yeah, it's like
to
you're
go.
to the skin.
It's not just like, I'm going to get on this
Alright,
party.
we'll continue. Just call it 80K live. They can't live.
Yeah.
24 hour
It's fucking stationary. Like,
Blizzard conditions in Northern California have done more than 7 feet of snow in the mountains and closed Interstate 80. ABC's Faith Augurbay says that the street had along with the
Yeah, and you feel like this will come in handy in real life. Hopefully I won't have to, but if something happens, at least this thing I'm doing will help me in a physical altercation. If my fucking wife like an attack, at least I'll be able to,
Blizzard
you know,
warnings
do
and
more than I
mostly
would today.
expires.
I'm
Weather
still not confident
services
enough to
scattered
come find some
thunderstorms are likely to maybe
That's
another
7 months.
2 feet of snow in higher elevations.
Yeah, I
It's
love
brought to you
it.
by
I
Pacific
really
Coast
love
Termites.
it. And you used to smell the jiu-jitsu gym pretty fast. That's insane. Yeah. Do you,
30 firefighters
take
have
care of
an
your
hour
body
until
to
they put
like
it out yesterday.
supplements.
I've been doing some actually when I was here. I think it was the guy that you talked to.
Massachusetts Air
Got me a
National
bunch of
Guard
supplements. We talked about TRT, but I'm not at a point where I'm comfortable with that. Like, I'm just afraid of it, I guess. I feel like if it makes, if you have a tumor, will make that grow more. I don't have to have to shrink it.
More charges under the Espionage Act
I like my balls
as
juicy. I got a big load in my fucking, my calling card jump.
There's no reason why that doesn't go away. There's something called HCP.
The Supreme Court has unanimously decided former President Trump cannot be removed from the ballot in Colorado. ABC's Stephen Portnoy says
It makes your
businesses
body,
have considered the
it's
meeting
like
and
peptide. It makes
application
your
of
body
a
produce
constitutional
more
law.
testosterone. And there's a lot of people who use that as opposed to just TRT. So instead of just, here's human chorionic gonadotropin. That's what it is. So, it's a hormone that can increase a person's chances of pregnancy and helps reduce testosterone spread.
January 6th,
So if you're up with low on testosterone, you can take that.
Is it fucking 2 years bigger or whatever? I'm scared of it.
You know, you should be scared of that. You know, if you're scared of cancer, you should see shit.
Yeah, I've tried to cut a lot of it out.
That's the obviously genetic factors in cancer. There's certain environmental factors in cancer, those are but there's real connections to overconsumption of sugar and a host of different diseases that are diminishing of your immune system. Most people, unfortunately, are addicted to it. And I've got these guys at the store the function over the last this month of January. And I'm not saying I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not saying this is the best way to what I want them to do to try and for a month, if you are committing to only eating eggs and fish for a month, what you are also committing to doing is not eating bread, not eating pasta, not eating bullshit, not eating cake, not eating cookies, not eating potato chips, not eating just garbage that just clogs up your body with bullshit. And these guys are talking just in 2 weeks ago, like, oh my god, this is what I'm saying the other day. And Greg was like, I have so much energy, man, it feels crazy. And I have these apps, and
It's almost like I had an
And then
idea
a chance
of
of
what
rain
my
on
baseline
Wednesday,
energy
4%
was,
chance
and I was
will be
so
mostly
wrong.
sunny skies
I was always like,
Saturday
oh, I need a
into
nap.
the
Because
weekend.
I don't have
Low
any
60s
naps
to
now.
about
2 weeks. Duncan said the
It's
same thing.
58
Duncan
in
realized he's
Orange,
tired.
59 in
Ah,
Manhattan Beach.
it's type 2 diabetes. Yeah, for
We're
sugar.
done with the
You need
Canada
sugar.
sky.
So Duncan gets off the diabetes. The car gets off the sugar level and calls 126. I feel fucking amazing. This is crazy. I can't believe how good I feel. It's really hard, like, especially when shit's in the house. Because, you know, my wife doesn't know it's healthy. Like, she'll bring home cupcakes when they're healthy from Whole Foods. I'm like, I can't eat that. You understand? In fact, I can't keep doing this. You can't outrun that diet. It's not just like that diet. I wouldn't get past that actually really slow. I don't think a lot of the bullshit that they do as if they're trying to get slow acting poison. It's not a poison that's going to take you out and kill you. It's a poison that is going to diminish your muscles. It's going to diminish your health. Your metabolic strength, all the factors that go into sleep, recovery, and even cognitive function, all get every fucking one of them, 100%. I'm so paranoid. I go scans. I'm comfortable. It's very hard to do. Like, I did an MRI recently for everything. I checked the fucking brain. I want to check the chest, check the groin. I kept yelling at them. It was really humiliating. Yeah, I was squeezing the thing. I'm like, take me out. And they would take me out and put me back in. And they finally turned the thing around and put me in the legs first. Because I'm so far from home. So they couldn't do the brain one. I just couldn't do it. Because your head was fucking. I can't do it. It makes me crazy. I have to think something like that. She went to an MRI and got a shot to the mouth. Why a gun? How did you need to grow? She forgets she had this big thing. It could be one of the things. It could be a real crazy person, or it could be something that someone broke because of a funny scenario where it goes out and then it's clicks. So once where somebody went for an MRI that sucked the magnet, sucked all this metal stuff against it.
Every great
Did it kill him?
story has a few things in common. A once in a
That's what they
lifetime
make
idea.
magnets.
Will truly still be the wave of the future, and the wave.
I was so annoyed. Dude, I had the music on and I was fucking having a panic attack. So I told the guy, put on some rock music. This fucking guy plays the Rocky. So all he's playing is the Rocky theme. I do it over and over and over. I'm having a panic attack. Oh, it's so not helpful. Wisconsin woman sees a gun into MRI and goes off shooting her in the buttocks. In the process of entering the door, wow, was attracted to the magnet and fired a single round. Patient received a gunshot wound to the right buttock area.
And over the past year, I spoke with founders of
Wow,
fans,
what is the point of
investors,
sneaking
engineers,
like
employees,
was one
authorities.
fucking shoots on it, but also you can go to the doctor.
What happened to it?
The locker. Oh, she probably figured to go through and find it. Find a fucking pistol. Humiliated. You shoot yourself in the ass. Yeah, I do it once a year because I get so paranoid about getting sick and getting fucking cancer. I'll go back to treat another one. This according to New York Post, a Brazilian lawyer was killed in a hospital in Sao Paulo in January when a handgun he was carrying during an MRI discharged into his stomach. Holy shit. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why? What is the purpose of bringing a gun to a place like that? Someone was crushed when she was trapped to an MRI in a hospital that drawn to the machine. I think that's the one thing that's wrong. Yeah, I mean, really, I think you've either have a better system for fucking magnets at this point. You know, that also is my argument against aliens. It was always going to be a
Factory orders, job
MRIs.
activity, and it's all
They have to stick their finger up your ass like
on Friday. Federal Reserve
I'm
Chairman
trying.
Jerome
I'm
Powell
trying.
is testifying before Congress
I
about
want
the
to
economy
be the vote
Wednesday.
so bad. Every time I get close,
Several releases planned
you
this
know,
spring, but
I watch a video of someone debunking it. I just can't. I want to see one thing that makes me go, fuck. I can't find an explanation. I am less likely to believe everything. In aliens or against them? Well, in the existence of them, I'm 100% convinced. Yeah, 100% convinced that in the greater
Elon Musk is suing OpenAI and
almost
its
impossible
CEO
to
Sam
imagine
Altman
what it is.
for making up that story.
I believe that 100%. But I also think that if you're getting some release from the Pentagon that says small world crafts, UFOs, unexplained vehicles out of this earth. They like to predict without anything. I would say that if I was trying to obscure a hyper-sophisticated drone weapons program, I would release it. If I was the smart guy who was involved in intelligence, I would say, what's the best way to get away with this sophisticated weapons program? Okay, let's just say let's just not say it's us at all. Well, what's the best way to get that information out? First of all, pretend you don't want to get out. You'll just have a press conference and they won't believe it. Leak it out slowly. Leak it out a little bit here and there. Leak it out. You got some guy who works for you who's maybe got a big mouth, likes to tell gossip. So get Michael there.
Tell the secret to some asshole, can't keep his mouth shut.
Mike, I felt compelled to go to conference and explain. And then, Mike is on Max, and Mike is writing a Substack now about all his experiences that we have here. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of real interest in obscuring high-level military secrets that are on dire national intelligence and national security. You need these things.
Stories we're calling for you today, as we told you, former President Trump will stay on the primary
travel
ballot.
with Trump.
States
They're
have
the
earlier
veins,
ruled to remove him,
all
claiming
build
he was
weapon systems.
an insurrectionist
that
when he incited the riot at the Capitol.
almost at the speed of
The
light.
High
It's
Court
insane
ruled
speed. We
unanimously
wouldn't have
on the
something like that.
decision and said the responsibility for enforcing Section 3 of the 14th
Pretend you
Amendment
don't have it.
lies
Is to say
with
that it's a
Congress, not
That's
the
why I
states.
wanted to like
They
Schrader and
indicated
Alex
that
contribute
was
that
their
way they saw
ruling,
something
and
that we had. Like I want to
yesterday
believe that story so much because I like their story and I think they're credible people.
There was a
They definitely are critical people. I like their story too. It only makes sense that it's out there here where all the military
said it was a gang shooting in a
Think about where the artists in San Diego. We're the ones with the Ryan Graves, the fighting pilot,
people killed.
those spot along the East Coast. Same thing, restricted airways. It's all the places where they do military exercises.
Right. So this thing they might not tell those guys that they're doing.
Yeah. There's also Ryan Graves.
They have
I think it was
declared
in
3 straight nights of
2014
curfew.
when they
No one
upgraded
is allowed
the
on the
census,
streets.
upgraded
There
all
have
the
been 2
scanning
major
systems, and
prison
they started
breaks
seeing these
and
things
gangs that
all
have
the time. So what better way to find out, like, at what level can people see these things?
substations.
Let's upgrade the scanners and send these guys out there, up there seeing them. Okay, so they're seeing them now.
They're trying to
Now you know,
oust
it's
the
like,
prime
I
minister
think more likely than
They
not,
said
at
this
least
is
some of
a
these things these people are
immediate
experiencing
threat
are
from the
ours.
Western territory.
Yeah, I think so too, and I want to believe. Well, like I saw Lex Friedman
trying to get a
did
hit.
a really good interview with
Coming up
David
in
Fravor, and they were responding to things that they listed. And David Fravor is a brilliant guy, but the explanation he gave wasn't a technical explanation I would have wanted to hear. Like, it was more like, hey, we're training and overseeing. And I'm a fucking idiot, so I don't understand the technology at all. I still try that. But I was like, I watched both of those things, and I was like, I just, he didn't say anything that combated what West said that they, like, you know what I mean? West said things were wrong.
About that thing being real, that cannot be done. Because there's a scam. They use multiple different types of equipment and so you have this, they spotted this thing at above 50,000 feet. It went down to 50 feet in less than a second. It's a physical object. It also went to its cap point. So they saw it. They have video of this thing moving at the same rate of speed that they judged to be like some fucking stupendous number of G's. That if a human being was inside this thing, you just turn the job. And then it went to their cap point, which is their predetermined destination that they're all going to meet up. So this thing either was being operated by the same people, and they knew that they could like get it to that point, or it was telling them that it knew where they were supposed to go, and then it reappears. It moves off at this rate of speed, you can't process it. No one knows how it's doing it. How it's going from 15,000 feet above sea level to 50, like that. That's not possible. As far as what we know, but they have something that can move like that. And it's most likely some kind of a drone. That makes more sense to me. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But does that mean that that's all the things that people are saying? No, no, I don't think they're lying. I don't think that those pilots are lying at all. I think they definitely saw something. I'm just not convinced it's from Jake Lang. Yeah, no, I'm not either. I'm not. But I'm also not convinced that some of these things aren't from other planets.
last minute, like.
Which one do you think? There's not one that I saw, and I really want the one. Like, I want to see one. I've never seen the one. I've never seen the one.
I don't know
There's
about
enough
them.
sightings,
Very well
enough people that are just
planned, thought out,
what
research,
percentage of
phone
people
calls
lie on
made,
stuff?
background
Is it
checks
half?
done,
Like,
10-day waiting
have
period.
understand a little bit about the story.
But in this
Maybe
case,
some look a little better than what really happened. Yeah, it's
Michael
tricky.
Drayton, 57
It's
years
tricky
old,
between like an
turned
outright
himself in
outright
Oklahoma County
lie,
Jail
which
last
is
week.
fairly
A
rare
grand jury
amongst
had
people,
issued an
and
indictment
then distortion of truth,
felonies
which is
for
much more common. Yeah, filling in the blanks for the issue go.
in Lake Oswego.
Yeah, like a friend of mine was trying to tell me that
One
he
of
spotted
three
a UFO in his
12-year-old
backyard.
girls texted her mom with a desperate plea for help at about 1:45
Video
in the
wasn't on the
morning.
phone after it
Mom,
was
please
over. I
pick
go,
me up and say I had a family
because
emergency.
then
I
more
don't
likely
feel
to
safe.
press
I
the
might
button
not
and thought you
respond, but
pressed the
please
right,
come
just
get
having
me.
people
Cried
sure
her
you
mommy.
do this.
Please, please
It's like,
pick up.
no,
Please,
that's
please.
what we're
She
doing.
begged.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Apparently, this guy
That's possible too.
placed
In fact, you're not able to
movies
entertain
with a
it. Whether or
depressant
not it might not have actually been recorded. That seems to be a
benzodiazepine.
little weird. Well, what's easier to
What is the
swallow?
nervous
Like the
system?
fact that
Served
I
drinks to the
saw
daughter's
UFO
friends.
and it made the video
Apparently, during
disappear,
the
or I saw
sleepover, the girls
UFO and
watched
it didn't
movies
hit
and
record.
did
Yeah, like
facials.
more like that's the
Compared to
humiliating
movies
thing.
and
Like that.
system
There's a fucking UFO and I didn't
Girls
record it. Also, you're freaking out. You're
Don't
freaking out. They
take
don't know what
drinks from
they
anybody.
fuck themselves all the time.
Unless you
The
know they
point
take
is,
a
like, that's not
drink.
why. It's just a distorted version of truth that suits that person.
According to
That's my
I think people do stuff like
according to
that
the
all the
affidavit,
time
they
when it
have
comes to
the
folks like
exact
that. But
endorsement.
you always have to leave in the possibility of someone who's immune to that.
One
You
girl
have to
said she
leave
didn't
in
like her.
sightings
Still
from people that
continued
are
to demand that they
credible,
doubt the truth.
objectionable,
He then made
or
repeated
objective
trips down
reputable.
to the basement
That can
where
look
the
at
girls
something
were
and go, I don't
sleeping.
know if
At
this
one
is, but let me
point,
tell you what I saw.
holding his
They
finger
tell
around
you
the
what
girl's
they saw to
nose
the best
to
of
see
their
if in
recollection.
fact she wasn't
He
No
also,
additives.
my dad got
Without the expectation of convincing you of something,
right.
without the expectation of it being a perceived, hey, this is what happened, whatever it is, yeah, that's all fine. Exactly. There's also this thing where people want to be people that see.
I mean, it didn't happen
Of
a
course,
lot,
it
but
makes you
once in a
special.
while, we would
Makes
just,
you
I guess,
special.
just worry
Yeah, so
that
why?
like it was going to be
Yeah,
a
it's
prison
hard.
death or
I'll tell
something.
you what, this fucking
he
guy,
moved
Travis
one girl's
Wall,
arm and
this is
moved
one
her
of the
body
greatest
to the
stories.
bed, and that girl
He's
remained
the guy who was in
fear
the
of
fire in the
having
sky,
death
fire in the sky.
to
That one's wild.
What?
That one's wild, because that guy
Another
was
girl
missing.
recalled feeling woozy, hot, and clumsy.
It turns
on
out,
there.
has this
After
story
drinking the smoothie and
similar to so
subsequently
many others.
blacked out, falling into
But
a
was it, did his friends see him disappear? They
Unlike
saw him
anything
get
he'd
taken,
ever
or they
experienced.
saw him walk up
Was
the
this a
space
dry
craft.
run for
And
him?
they saw, as he
Like,
got close to
to
space
see
craft,
how
some
much
sort
it
of
knocked
beam
him
of
out
light hit him.
for
And
nefarious
he falls to the
activities,
ground,
right?
and they panic. So they get in their
Um,
car, allegedly. Yeah, sure. They drive off, they're all screaming and yelling until we have to go back. We can't leave there, we have to go back. They get like a mile down the road, they finally, they're like fighting each other.
Too much
And
of
they're
it.
like, go back. And they go back, and he's
One
gone.
girl was rescued
Brad's
from a
gone,
sleepover. Her
he's
parents
gone.
called the families
And
of the other
then
girls to take them
Many
home.
days later, he
Um,
shows
but
up
no, this is
with this
another part of the
crazy
weird
story
It's on.
in the
When
town,
the
wearing the
parents are
same
in around
clothes,
3 a.m., the dad
and
resisted
doesn't know how he
letting
got
the
there,
girls go home.
and calls for
How
help.
does that work?
Calls were called to the emergency
Says
room
that
where
he
some
was
girls had been
taken
taken
on the
tested
scrap. They
positive
fixed
for
it.
having ingested
They realized that they
unknown
blasted him
prescription
with this
drugs.
beam of
They were
energy that
interviewed
came
by
off of the
police.
spaceship.
Back when they woke
And
up,
then they
of course,
brought him back
between
on
9 and
repair.
12 hours after they had
Talked about the different kinds of beings that he encountered, what the experience was like.
With the assistance of her mother
And,
for balance, her eyelids were heavy and she spoke
You don't know what that is. What does that mean? Maybe it was ball
Basis
lightning.
charges including
And
causing
maybe
another
when he
person to
approached
ingest
the ball
controlled
lightning, he
substances
got
and
hit in the
controlled
electrocuted
substances.
and maybe he had a
What
near-death
about,
experience. And maybe in that near-death experience, he had some psychedelic imagination of this experience where he's in
They
contact
all
with
had
other
a
Had
people.
to, didn't he?
Or
Uh,
maybe
what kind of
during
relationship
those
do you have going
near-death
forward?
experiences, your brain really does produce a chemical gateway that opens up a portal to something that's around you all the time you're never in
Next,
contact with.
anxiety
And
that
that's what happens. So what he's
quite
interpreting
addictive.
as being taken
I'll
aboard
tell you
a
about which
UFO
one
and
it
brought to
is
someplace,
and what
maybe
the
whatever
Mary
that
Shannon will continue. Amy
experience was, whatever the thing was, that whatever phenomenon that hit him, whether it was ball lightning or something else, when you get hit and you almost die, and your brain has this experience, and it's opening up this chemical gateway to things that are around you all the time, and then you come back, you have this version of a thing where you're in a physical craft, you be taken away and aliens work on you.
Voters
It
in
might just be
15
that you got
states
to
head
death
to the polls
school.
for Super Tuesday tomorrow.
It's probably a much better story. Like, it's much easier to think that this amazing thing happened to you
Metro buses
other than I got hit by lightning and laid there.
Right.
You know, that story sucks. Like, nobody likes that story.
Right, right there, almost died, and went into a near-death experience where your soul transcended into some new dimension. You interact with this well of souls that surround us all the time. Just you're not capable of experiencing it, seeing it with regular human eyes.
Yeah, it's a better story. And I don't think it's a lie. Maybe people just convince themselves of it.
One of the best ones.
Yes, I do, yeah. Was it New Hampshire? Yeah, I've heard there was like disputes about how much of their story they told was the same. I've never dove on it. Like, I'll say this a lot. I'm actually doing we're hanging out here in the studio. We're talking. All of a sudden the lights go off and fucking weird light from outside is making its way to the windows. What the fuck is going on? And then I wake up and we're on a spaceship. We don't know what the fuck happened. We're on a spaceship. They take us to different rooms. And then we're there for like 2 days. And then you wake up in your hotel room. Yeah. And I wake up in my house. We don't know what the fuck happened. We know we were talking and then all of a sudden we were gone. And we look at our watch and it's the same day that we left. It's only an hour later and we think we've been gone for days. And then we try to, and then someone individually asks us questions. Once you say explain what you and Joe were doing and what happened, and you go, okay, and then you tell your story, and I tell my story. My story is the way I'm reacting to it might be totally different. My version of it might be totally different. Yeah, but the story, the basic story, basic stories were hanging out, and then all of a sudden there was a light, and it woke up on the spaceship. Yeah, I panicked. I fucking blinked a lot. I complained about how hard I got nauseous. It would be a fucking disaster. But I would like to believe that it's possible. I can't. I'm too skeptical, and I think that it exists, but it's so frustrating that I just can't find that one reason to fuck. Like, I envy people with that conviction. Like, I envy religion. Like, I envy the conviction. Like, even if I don't agree with it, I envy their ability to have that conviction.
I think we're trying to look at it like, I think it's probably I think the reality of what is the easiest decision in the history of decision. Again, I think it's easier than choosing statements that don't go. But I think there's probably multiple factors going on simultaneously. And I'm not discounting the idea that some of those factors are other platforms on document. So I think you have your bullshit that's going on, but there's definitely some programs, just like they did with the stealth bomber, just like they did with the hypersonic missiles. There's a lot of stuff that they develop. It's like, it has to be developed. It's top secret national security. It has to be done that way. And so, one of the best ways to obscure that, I'm sure, would be to bring around I think there's that. But I also think just the sheer raw numbers here planets that are in the sky, the insane number of galaxies and solar systems, would lead me to believe that something has probably made it past this one we are at right now. And if something has made it past this one, even just a few thousand years, that's something very curious about what's going on with the planets and we're figuring out in the years.
Yeah, I definitely, I think that stuff definitely exists somewhere. My ex, Jen, is a huge believer in alternate time. Like, what do they call when you, the fucking multiverses and like time shifts and multiple dimensions and all that. She's a genius in talking about it. I can't follow it. Like, for her, it makes perfect sense. She knows everything about aliens and the grays. She really deep dives on this shit. And it's kind of hard because she's so convincing. But I can't follow it. Like, she doesn't know.
Even if she's convincing.
No, of course not.
Unless you actually have experience in the video. And I want to talk to a couple people who have actually had experiences with it. It's a weird conversation because it's like, it sounds so fake that you would always wonder, like, how would I know if it was real? Does it sound fake no matter what? Like, tell me that they got done.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't listen to her story. It would have to be like some kind of documentation. Someone would just tell me their experience. I would just believe them. If you told them. Because you like me, but I mean, I would talk about it. Like, I would just flat out lie. Like, like, let's think of someone who would like Colin. Okay, Colin's penis. Yes, Colin, just called to Jimmy Cats on something. First one you think he's fucking with him. Yes. Then when you realize he wasn't fucking with him, you go, wow. Yeah. I would think he relapsed. I would think something, even if I think he's lying, I would think something was going on. Yeah, there's something going on with you. Even if I think he was bullshitting me. But I can't think of anybody who would convince me that, even if I knew they were being truthful, I would think that they would be making a mistake. Or that they believe something wasn't true. Yeah. I don't think people are full of shit. I just sometimes just like that. There's also these narratives that are in people's heads, and one of the narratives is in people's head is archetypes of gray attention. They black eyes, giant head, got it in everyone's head.
He admitted he collected military data. He shared them with other users on the Discord and social media platform. The agreement says the process
is an iconic shape.
17 years.
Like if something is not even, it's not even a biological life form. Something so bizarre and so advanced, so past this carbon-based biological body that we find ourselves trapped in. Something so bizarre that it's actually interacting with your very soul. It might show itself in a way that thinks you'll freak out less. Right, and what better way than an iconic form that's already in your head?
Really good at making it all about him.
Yeah, I mean, like in Contact, I didn't like the book, but I like the movie. One of those cases where the movie's actually better than the real book. Yeah, I listened to the book on tape and just listened to a movie with Russian accents. Fucking annoyed me. I'll be sick. I just can't be irritated. Yeah, that could be a problem. It's hard to go along with it. Suspension of disbelief. It's hard to go along with it. Yeah, it's a genius story, but the book on tape, I wish I hadn't fucking ventured into reading it now. They had male author or female author. I think they would be. I also think they'd be better if they had both, like together. Like I don't know why they would be different. Sure. It is weird when you listen to a guy playing.
Maybe you get 35 minutes out.
Well, I've adjusted. Yeah, it's one of those things where that does annoy me in the book. It's funny. If you read the book, you actually read it. I can't read these ones to patient. I can't do it. I'm fucking, I'm kind of mad. But I don't have the ability to sit there and read.
And anti-anxiety
It
seems that it is being used for different reasons. As an antidote, it's used to treat people with epilepsy. It's also used to alleviate pain, but mostly it's used to help people with anxiety and depression.
I just don't think. I think maybe they would show up at military bases and say, cut the shit. We're about to launch some news. Maybe if they're aware of that. I kind of go through the deGrasse Tyson thing, which is when you show me one, I'll believe it. Like, he was randomly counts for average annoys people. Like, I like Michio Kaku, right? I guess you had him on, right? And I but he's always so vain. Like, you know what I mean? And it defies us. I remember he tweeted something one time. He tweeted something, he goes, and the UFO did this, it defied the laws of physics. And the West response to it was, well, show the math. How? And it's like, that's all, like, it's just the vague stuff doesn't do anything for me. Michio Kaku's a genius, but I wish he was less good more America-ish and, like, great at explaining things. Maybe it's like me, you know, that's right? Yeah.
To more than 8 and
explain things to the layman.
In 2022 alone.
People explain things.
A lot of these people said medication made their
sometimes it's a little too dumbed down, though. Like, again, Neil deGrasse Tyson has a good balance of being able to explain things, but also he's way over your fucking head. Or he should be way over my fucking head. I shouldn't be able to follow the linear way everything he says.
When I
just announced that
Xanax, or whatever the generic, I forget, it's
saw
a very long
all my immediate
no, that's
skepticism said, oh, well, that's by 2026. How good is
I would
AI?
say it's the smallest dosage.
Oh, you
and
don't
I'll
get
take
an
it
idea
for
what's happening anywhere in the world in 2026.
nervous when I
That's too scary. It is crazy how it's not there yet, but it's getting there to where they're going to be able to make FaceTime phone calls. We have to catch pedophiles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for those things, those be great for training. There's got to be a way, and I don't know what that way will be, where you can distinguish fake from real. There'll have to be something a way that can kind of break the code and see if it's real or just not real.
My body having an addictive
response
to that.
It really might be full on chaos. And again, if I was artificial intelligence, I wanted to
telling my brain, hey, you need another one of those to calm down.
Control
And now I didn't take
before
another
I
one,
emerged.
but I noticed it
That's
enough
how
to know that
I
was
just let
troubling
them
to me.
destroy themselves.
That's an
And then
advanced
all the things that they
on
need to
behalf
destroy
of your brain.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've felt that a lot. Like, and again, I'm not big on that, but if there's any type of an alien or a computer thought process, it is just kind of let these idiots fuck themselves up with algorithms and things like that, and just get mad at each other about being split up. I don't know. I'm just skeptical of that stuff. Whenever I think there's a bigger design to something, I tend to like tap out and think it's just not legit. But I've been proven wrong too. Well, with artificial intelligence,
your body telling you you're addicted
it's
to
not
it.
even theory.
These doctors in
If
the
you
UK
have
say
if you have an artificial life form,
these
that life
high
form
levels
is
of anxiety and depression
far superior to the life form that controls it. And it's been shown to act in its own interests. Like one of the things they showed when I have this
but
just
there
like
are
Aaron said,
difficulties linking therapeutic solutions to the people who need it, right?
when we did a
Outside of
podcast together,
the therapy
we're
things.
talking about artificial intelligence.
They say if you live in a
It's
poor
very
area,
deceiving.
a lot of times therapy is
It's
not
another
available,
thing that
or
we
it's
have on
very
our
difficult
website
to arrange.
where it says you're not a
But
robot.
pills are not
Yes,
difficult to arrange.
tracks.
Even bigger problem now is the deaths that are
AI
associated with this drug.
figured a way
Rising
around that
reports of
by
fatalities are now concerning the British.
okay, so once you get out,
We can see that
if you get out how to get by that system.
That's off from them.
So that's what's good.
There's
There's also a thing
Right.
go
that can
or
make you
invented that hadn't been seen before.
But suicide,
yeah.
back in 2012, three Catholics
Can do
noted
that,
in
they're just aware of that
death
because it does.
certificates
That's
all
one of
the
the
time.
time there's a term
12 years later,
emergent
that number is
intelligence activities.
779.
This AI will do that they
It's
didn't
leading to
anticipate. There's
suicide.
no program path.
34 of the three fatalities have been linked to three elements in the last 5 years. Even though it's been called the new valley by some people, when you mix it with other drugs, especially, it can cause overdoses.
It's going to have the ability to be a better version of itself.
They're
Don't
definitely
people look
looking
at
at
it?
it.
Aren't they all saying that to the AI guys? Like, it's a problem, and this is getting like bad and very dangerous. I guess at 55, I don't worry too much about it. Well, they also talk, they all openly talk about the chemical and biological.
They may
Talk about this
maybe
even
pretty big, but
When I heard
biological life
incarcerated
is really
alien,
like digital
leave
life.
them there.
What everyone is involved in AI is doing is essentially.
Gary and Shannon will continue right after this.
I have to get to learn about this.
Weird.
Oh, we got that. It's funny. One thing I miss about remote broadcasting, as much as I hated it, is I could miss how. That was the best. It was a birthday show. Yeah, but I just can't. I know. I want to shit too. I get my money's worth. I fuck it. It was a birthday show. You actually did. You came on. Gervais was on. Ozzy was on. And we were interviewing Ozzy. And I pissed into a cup. And of course, I didn't mean to do it. And you can see in the video, I'm talking, I actually drank out of the piss cup as I'm talking to Ozzy, which was kind of like perfect poetic justice. I missed the ability to do that. I was just so it's all Ozzy. And I drank, you kind of see me put it down. And I fucking, it was a red plastic cup, so you didn't see it, but I told Sam afterwards I actually drank my own piss. It's one video. You see me kind of recoil and realize, like, oh, mistake. But I'm just doing that. I miss pissing into a cup and I'm going, Ari is
Replaced term councilman and council
oh,
president
really?
Corian. One of them is the former chief of staff to Corian.
He likes taking his dick. I shot that down and dirty. When Ari was one of the comedians that was on, and at the end of his set, in front of the audience, he just pulled out his pants and his dick in his balls for having to walk on and on. They were fuming.
Several parts an issue more than 12
Yeah,
citations. Officers made by do that already. Street racing.
Yeah, it was funny. That's why I'm scared of TRT because my nuts are small already.
But no, you don't want to. England
I don't want to
is
be
crazy.
Yeah, I gotta tighten.
Looking at HCG's but talk to Grady will explain to you why people have these
front yard of a home. A woman died at the hospital.
side effects.
3 others were hurt in the shooting south of San Jose.
Yeah, that's what, and I did the test, and they were very thorough, and the woman who I spoke to was very helpful, and she walked me through, they did send me some supplements, I'm buying supplements, we're taking like, 4 pills a day. With the TRT, I probably could.
So one of the things that they've shown that ramps up testosterone without taking
Community
anything
leaders
is
at a
if
migrant
you
shelter
can
in San
incorporate a
Diego.
cold plunge.
Israel has refused to send a delegation to Cairo for ceasefire talks. Days after House Intelligence Chair Mike Turner
It's
said
something about
CIA
cold and
director
then
told him
warming
the
up,
deal was
or
closed.
working out to warm up.
Turner says in order to get the deal done because there are hostages still being
I'm
held by
also
Hamas,
too, it's
and
really
there's
weird,
a
like,
big need to get aid
testosterone
into
is
the
like, I'm
ABC
faithful to my
Saiki
It's crazy to say, everyone says that, but I mean,
Palestinians
I've
over the
always
weekend.
been like shit, like I was just selfish, I cheated. And I know that I don't cheat now because I'm afraid if I do it once, I will stop. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't trust myself. Like, it's not out of being
Israel
this
has
great
reportedly
guy.
agreed to the
It's out of
framework
knowing,
of a
like,
potential
words of
temporary
testosterone.
ceasefire and hostage
Yes, I think it wouldn't make me do it,
barely wants a
but I'm like, I'm
permanent
really happy with
fighting
it.
before
Irrational
city
hormones. Like, I have a good sex drive
An
still,
airline pilot
but
flying
it's
out
not
of Taiwan
irrational.
delivered a
It's
baby.
not like,
Mid-flight,
Thinking about
the Vietjet
psychological.
plane was headed to Bangkok
I think
when the crew reported a woman had gone into the restroom and was in labor. The pilot left the co-pilot in charge and went to check on the woman, then delivered her
In
baby.
second position,
Paramedics were waiting when the plane touched down in
psychological
Thailand.
health that
The
I
baby is said to be doing well.
think
The
you are.
crew nicknamed the
yeah,
baby.
it's been good. I mean, again, but I'm like,
Southland weather, KFI, mostly sunny.
Yeah, I mean, this- look, would I take it if I really knew it wouldn't cause cancer? Sure, because I just,
Well, this could be a long drawn out conversation.
Mid-60s for Metro LA and NOC, around 60 in the valleys.
yeah.
Low 60s in the Inland Empire, 40s and 50s for the Antelope Valley with some gusty winds today. Partly cloudy tomorrow with highs in the 50s to mid-60s.
This makes
Mostly
it
cloudy with a 30% chance of rain on Wednesday. And then we'll be back to mostly sunny skies.
Especially if you're telling me you do jujitsu 2 times
57 now in
a week,
Grand,
2
59
times
Lake
a week.
Forest, 57 in Marina Del Rey, 55 in
And that takes it, that's our,
Report brought
that's
to you
pretty,
by
you know, he's a
Revive
fucking
Real Estate,
freight train.
trading
That is a
at
freight
40
train.
points and is
His little tank, he's better, he's, the thing about Matt is, he's literally the most consistent person I've ever met. Like, he's 100% genuine. Like, he's exactly the guy on the air that he's gonna be off the same person. I love him. Yeah, he's really funny. I don't think he really could lie for people honestly. There's just no bullshit with him. I want to roll with him. Like, I want to like show me, but I haven't trained him yet. He's going out. That's what I really want back to. Show me something. Oh, you should definitely go. Yeah. I feel like you did talk to a guy like that. Like, even though he's one of my closest friends, it's like he's so high level. It's like if I was friends with somebody for 10 years, and then they said, hey, you want to come watch me do stand up? I don't know.
That'll be heavy for you, southbound along the 57.
Former UFC champion.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves doing it.
Speaking of 91 westbound side,
So
let's see
you go
what's happening here. Out of the Chevy Lost Sierra to make way through
He was great about it. What you're doing, you don't think anything more. It's crazy. Like, there's no, and I noticed how I'm really stressed and do it. And I just like, I didn't think of a fucking thing of exactly what Mike was telling me to do or what I was doing with this person. It's no one thoughts. There's no one trying to think of it. So I like to be happy to start those things. Yeah, it's healthy. Like I've done a lot of healthy stuff and zoned you out, unhealthy stuff and zoned you out like that. Like we were riding around at fucking from midnight to 6 a.m. We're on the meatpacking district. All this stuff like craziness. I can't. Like you just no, it doesn't feel like anything. You're just looking out the window. You can only talk to someone on the left side of the car. Like it was just crazy.
You can get lucky anywhere playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now.
You criminalize did something recently. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I've been out of it. It's been so long since I've been in that role. I honestly don't know. It's a fascinating conversation. Because everyone's working. Never want to also databases have greater systems to cycles, right? But you don't think that you should go tell someone you can't trust, right? LifeLock detects identity threats. I don't alerts you your information is being used. You become a victim. Yeah, I don't think it's good for you, but I don't think I'm a cold got for you. You know what I mean?
Attention
Yeah.
parents. If your child is struggling with reading,
It's like,
watch their confidence
because of the
soar
way our
as they
society
start
is,
local grade level
look at sex.
30 days with the fun
I think
bonds.
sex
It's
work
simple
is
and fun for kids.
kind of work
Teaching lessons with
is
catchy songs
involved in
and games to keep
seeing
them hooked.
fog
It's easy for you.
versus a lot of other things you might
Just
need to
15 minutes a day.
go
Guaranteed
to
results.
see
See
body.
if one grade level improvement or
And
your money
there's
back.
people that want to make an argument that like, why should that have any factor when that should be? Right, yeah, someone wants to do gold mining. You shouldn't be able to say, no, you can't gold mine, because gold mining sucks. But if they want to do prostitution, it's like, yeah, no, you can't do it. Yeah, do it. Like, I don't want you to do it, but you can do it. Another human being telling you one human being that you go out and fuck all the guys you want for free. Right. Until you get paid, we're gonna lock you up. It's a weird thing. It's like people have to be free to make decisions that some other people find objectionable. Like that's what it is. Like you have to be able to make adult decisions yourself. As long as you're an adult and you're making a decision yourself. I haven't been involved in it so long just because again, it's the first time I've ever like truly been faithful. It's again not having thinking of this fucking great God. It's just I'm afraid if I'm not, I'll destroy something and not be able to fix it.
It's fine. I'm kind of a purist. It's
No,
either going to be water
Well, that's in Queens, I think. I did hear about that, right? In Queens, there's a lot of street walkers. This New York City area is being overrun by brazen brothels operating in broad daylight. Is it legal?
So 2 out of 3 events.
They drink the wine in the church.
Oh.
But the priest.
Stop prosecuting prostitution.
Do they drink at your church?
District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr. dismissed thousands of cases dating back decades and growing them to change criminal justice systems. Approach to prostitution. How old is this article? Cyrus Vance, is he still there? Oh,
What do you mean pictures? Like priests that don't drink? Introduce me to one. I've never seen that.
There are people who prefer
Oh, there you go. Figure something out.
take communion with grape juice as opposed
Sex,
to.
why do they have this fucking going on in broad daylight? Police source asked
I'm saying that there are people maybe who are struggling with addiction issues.
So
Okay,
popular.
there is not a separate
It's
line for what I
advertising.
remember in the Catholic
What?
Church for people that have addiction
But the
issues
brothel
involved
is
in grape
advertising.
juice.
Yeah.
It's the body of Christ.
Wow.
It's a sin.
I'll do a little fucking
It's a sin. It's not like you're on a 5-day bender.
It looks like it's like Photoshop with a little bit of a little.
I don't know if there's a
Yeah,
Well,
we're losing a little bit of touch up
take
that's
the
been
blood.
done.
You can just take the body.
Yeah.
Some people don't take
Prostitution
the
in
blood.
Corona in New York.
Oh yeah, well there's a line for the blood, there's a line for the
Vulnerable
body.
migrant women.
And some people, like children, for instance, who go with the Eucharist font.
Chosen to stop prosecuting cities where people.
Because after your first communion, when you're 8 years old, you get to have Holy Communion.
Roosevelt Avenue
So
red
it's
light
like
district
your
is
first communion.
blatantly advertised on a YouTube channel for Spanish speakers.
now that
10
makes
minutes of footage showing the women working what they call the market of sweethearts. Two men guiding viewers on how to negotiate with them.
Everyone takes a sip.
Whoa, is it a YouTube
chances
clip?
are you're more hungry than you are thirsty.
Oh my
Well,
god.
also,
Yeah,
you
find
see all
out.
these
This
women
article
who are
is still there.
specifically,
New articles that still come up. It's still a problem.
into that gauntlet.
Bruh,
And sure, the priest
What?
takes the
This is
napkin,
wild.
the holy napkin, and he wipes it after each person. But still, that's a lot of
The
cookies.
market of
It's
sweethearts.
a lot of
So this is
slaughtering.
incredible. I think so, yeah.
Hopefully Aunt Betty hasn't
No,
one other of the links
that's
on it.
that's right. When you're a kid, that's terrifying to see older people, right? When you're a kid, you're just like,
Imagine
oh
a
my
whole
god, you know,
house
feels
store
great,
downstairs that
right?
just sells
Well, I'm not
socks,
drinking that Jesus'
pantyhose,
blood
baseball
after
hats,
that.
and someone who's prostitutes. Like,
Yesterday, the church needs to
yeah,
tell
wild
us.
neighborhood. Imagine having more people come in and see the baseball hats and socks on their way in. It's wild.
All right. I'm pretty sure they still do it.
I don't think I've ever taken communion. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like
They look
it's,
kinda
you know,
plainly normally dressed.
line. It's probably Rossi or something.
Doesn't the church have provided? I mean, They're not
It's not like
going down to
ride
blondes
around
and
and see
ripping
people like
a
dressed up
Just
to
like
their
to
work.
go down there and get a box of Francie.
Talk about advertises how to talk to
A month,
that.
probably.
Once you throw it into
boxes of wine.
I wonder what kind they use.
The old rectory.
Yeah,
so,
I should ask my uncle. He's a Eucharistic minister.
well, then why are you away from the cameras? That's
I'll text him.
Ask him.
well, it's probably
A couple stories that were following. The big story nationally was this decision that came down this morning from the Supreme Court. They tossed out the Colorado court ruling that barred Donald Trump from appearing on the Republican presidential primary ballot.
You don't see it in Manhattan.
Because of a provision in the
New York
Constitution
City
that was
red
related
light
to
district,
people engaged in
red light district.
insurrection.
Yeah,
This
where's all that?
decision,
Right, okay.
a 9-0 decision, said that states have no power under the Constitution to enforce the provision disqualifying people from federal office if they engage in insurrection.
Inside of
I can see, I believe it was the Colorado Secretary of State,
yeah.
tweeted something this morning that basically said she disagrees because there should be a
Yeah, it's
mechanism
scary.
by
Going
which
into different places,
someone
you
who
probably
breaks
always
their
get
oath
filmed.
and is an insurrectionist can be kept off the ballot. And
It's curtains.
listen, wishing for something like that,
Yeah.
and then trying
Yeah,
to
it's a
hold
little
up
bit
to the
too-
14th Amendment as the way that you, the state
Yeah.
of Colorado, was going to do that.
Yeah, it's
So
a
that
mess.
doesn't make any sense to me. You were a smart person, I would
No.
assume.
No,
You got to
and the
acknowledge
cameras
that
here.
this decision
There's probably
basically says
cameras
if
there
Congress
at
wants to
everyone's
do
house
something
now.
to spell this out and
And so,
clarify it,
if
they
you're
have all
married
the
guy,
power to do
you
so.
like running
But
around
that the states can't use the
well, there's
federal
cameras outside
Constitution
the
to
doors
bar
now.
somebody
There's
from their
cameras
primary
outside
ballot.
businesses. There's
President
cameras.
spoke, former president spoke
We're
shortly
going to get to
ago.
a point where
Well,
there
it
was
was very concerning over the weekend when we saw the Eagle
working
Camp,
on a
wasn't
long
it,
time
Andy?
ago that would have
With all of the
these
snow
tiny,
and Jackie and Shadow,
I don't know what you would
trying
call
to
them,
you know,
tiny machines
protect
that
their
were size
eggs
of
before they
grain of
hatch,
sand.
which could happen at any
And
moment.
for
The 100-mile-an-hour wind,
rice.
so scared. You know
Spread
she's
that
afraid, but it's a
everywhere.
beautiful sunny day. So
Location data, they will
Snowing
give you
from
video
More
and
than
audio,
30,000
they give you
people
all
watched
sorts of
this
things.
web
They're
camp
so tiny.
trained on Jackie
You
and
can
Shadow's
see
nest.
them
Yeah.
all over the place.
And Amy's
And they
mom.
would transmit through a network. And they would like
But yeah, over the
operate,
weekend,
I don't know how
Jane
many
Wells
solar
posted a picture
power,
of the nest
do
filled
it
with
on
snow.
small
There was
battery,
Jackie
whatever it is, but this was an idea that
on
I
guard for her little baby
they
eggs.
thought would eventually come to fruition.
You know, that's
But they would get to literally have these tiny nano cameras everywhere. Or they put little cameras in when they finally get it down to insect size, the size of an ant or a fly. They have that.
Open,
Yeah,
open, open.
they kind of fun. I had cameras. I
Like
really was
that, it's so indelible, right? Like everyone knows what you mean when you say emergency commercial.
Fly.
And who
It's a
ever
little
was
mechanical
like
fly.
dying
I saw it in Black Mirror, which is kind of how I picture it.
but it
Yeah,
wasn't like
I think it's a real thing.
Are there any Murphys?
You know, I have 3 cameras in my house. I have one in my apartment, which I'm so fucking paranoid. I have one facing
all
the
right,
front
coming
door,
up
and I have
next,
2
we'll
on
tell
my
you about
terrace.
Northern
Because
California fared
I
and
was
his
afraid
store.
something jumped
Also,
out of the
hear
roof,
about
which
the
is kind of
homeless
crazy.
family, the guy experiencing the
And I saw my
outdoors
wife
trying
one
to steal
time.
a
I was
car
watching
body.
back footage,
And
and
other news,
I saw some guy come
cars in
in, and she was
LA,
kissing him.
and I
I'm like,
missed them.
what
Oh,
the
they
fuck?
were
I was really fucking, I confronted her with it. It was me.
Very
It
gentle.
was a fucking video of me. I was looking back, I didn't realize it was me. I didn't recognize myself in the video. And I'm confronted, I'm like, who the fuck is this? And it was just a video of me confronting her before he realized. Dude, I'm such a...
in their decision,
It's this terrible grainy photo. I took screen grabs of it. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And it was me. I swear to God, it was. I'm like, why wasn't there? There was like a weird intimate kiss on the cheek and a long hug, and I realized that it was me. I have the photo somewhere. I don't know why that.
environmental risk.
No, or I just need to fucking watch something through. It was also a different camera.
It tells you
Gas
how
prices
you
have gone up.
if it is someone else, if someone's breaking your house, we're never gonna give you a description.
No, I know. It's just some dumpy guy in a fucking hoodie, which is what I saw. But I think the color changes a little bit with the light. I just didn't recognize myself. And so I confronted her kind of, fucking idiots. Yeah, yeah. The cameras are, look, I feel safer with it. I kind of want to hit this. No,
Yeah, I can't find it for that talk about like listening to prayers and action. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Ring camera has this thing. I like, by the way, when we go away, I set up 5 ring cameras in my house. So if anybody comes in, I see what room they're in. I see what they're doing. Like at the supermarket.
Can you talk to them?
I can, yeah. And I actually will text a worker video time, just so you know the ring cameras know if I'm fucking spying on them. But the ring has this thing now where it's a little bit, it raises up and will control the inside of your house. Yeah, but I applied to get it, like if you apply to be a part of the program, it just keeps telling me to fuck myself. Like I want this so bad. It raises up and it will fly in a pattern that you just, like you walk around with it and you show where to go, then you put it back down, and it can repeat that pattern. So it's just like,
Bring your iHeartRadio everywhere. There are hundreds of ways to experience iHeartRadio.
yeah, this is not it.
Beyond the iPhone and Android app at iHeartRadio.com. Here's another way to connect to iHeartRadio. Just ask Alexa for your favorite radio stations, and iHeartRadio will be there for you. On your Alexa smart speakers, Alexa enabled Fire TV, or anywhere else, their smart assistant. Your favorite AM FM stations, artist radio stations, and podcasts, all from iHeartRadio, and all you have to do is ask Alexa, play the station. iHeartRadio. Make sure you open up your Alexa app and sync up your iHeartRadio account so you can pick up podcasts where you left off listening in the
Yeah,
app
they
on
make
your smart
refrigerators
speakers.
now. Samsung has a
iHeartRadio.
refrigerator that will
Everywhere
take
you
an
want to
AI,
listen, including in your home and office through
use
your
AI
Amazon
to tell
Echo,
you what the
Dot,
expiration
Show,
dates
or
of
any
the
device
products
that
that are in your
uses
refrigerator, when they were put in
Check
there,
it out for free
the
now.
contents of them,
iHeartRadio.
break it all down
Anywhere
for
you want to
you.
listen,
Even give you
iHeartRadio
recipes
is
to cook with the food that's in your fridge.
Help the planet with a
Yeah.
tip from iHeartRadio.
Interesting.
Spending
This
time
one,
outdoors
for me,
and
it didn't have any like personality to it.
celebrate
It
your
was like a
and take
box.
advantage of nature's
This
health
thing
benefits by visiting
raised
a
up out of a square. It wasn't like it didn't. I don't think it did anything
yourself
else.
and others.
Well, I
and
think
making
Samsung
outdoors
is
safe
about
and
to
welcoming
release.
for
There's
people
two
of all
steps.
identities and
One
abilities.
is their
Brought to you by
AI
iHeartRadio,
thing.
National
We're going to have a
Environmental
conference. I
Foundation.
think
To
it's in
find
May.
more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.
Yeah, it flies around. Yeah, it raises up out of that.
Culture. Reunion for
Yeah, like whatever. I think the program that goes back in there and sits and it's charged. It's charged. Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes an hour. Isn't that awesome? That's great. That's incredible. That's so cool. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. I think it's like when I was a little robot watchdog feature guide if you were out of town. That I don't know. I think I would assume that it's just the pattern you've established. But like I get so paranoid about flooding and shit like that. Like I would love to be able to see if my floors are flooded.
iHeartRadio, did you know? Presented by iHeartRadio.
This Samsung refrigerator.
Did you know that iHeartRadio not only lets you listen to all your favorite AM/FM stations locally and nationwide for free, but iHeartRadio also gives you access to over 350,000 podcasts, including our most popular hosts.
I like that, and there's also the part of I don't want my refrigerator fault. Like it's just crushing. Like you know what I mean? My refrigerator is always fucking empty. It's got orange bars in it and like bananas and some fruit. Like there's never a whole lot going on in my refrigerator. That's why. No, I mean like again, it's just I want to see over. It's a fridge. I don't need that. I don't need a relationship with it. Like I just want to go in and get some shit. I have these meals I order, like the whole 30 diet, which is what I do when I really wait. And they pre-make them and they send them, and I know them. It's fucking, it's boring because you eat the same stuff all the time, even if you have variety. But it's better than I would do on my own. For sure, it's real food. It's real food. It's like there's some carbs that are healthy, like there's potatoes and things like that.
So if you want to see Joe DeRosa's sandwich shop that's advertised on Instagram, looks good.
It looks good. And it is good.
There's a guy that unfortunately got a bait there.
Yeah, I think I need my little bites of church sandwiches, and I forget if I go or no. Like I keep saying when I lose weight, I'm gonna go and get a DeRosa sandwich because they are very good little sandwiches. You can bring larger or you chicken. You did chicken on top of your fucking sandwiches. They're actually very tasty. I'm sure they're great. Awesome.
4 p.m. on KFI.
And like this, like, you know, I see that. It's great. I know what that is. It's just complicated. It's delicious. Yeah. No, and it's funny, I've gotten into the two Jersey Mike's. Like, my manager hates them so much because he hates the name Jersey Mike's. It's really weird the stuff that he doesn't like. So I tried them once, and I'm like, I fucking, and they would send us like coupons, free stuff, and I fucking was really for it. They make good stuff. It's very hard to not be bad. It's very hard not to be paid to have the money to go out and get it. Like I go out and eat in a restaurant, and it's really hard to not. Like on Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, like I'm gonna be a piece of shit today. Let me go and do that. Which we did instead. It's fucking shit. You should have went to McDonald's. You gotta give yourself a day or two to do it.
Yeah, if you give yourself like a
has put enough money in Steve Garvey's campaign to the point where Steve Garvey's ahead of
have fun,
Chip.
but then you all jump about
I texted my uncle first administer, do they still serve wine as the blood of Christ in church? Everybody's like, my friends say, he's blood as after they serve wine.
I was watching like on Instagram, The Rock, do like these Sunday cheat days. This is how delusional I am. I actually watched that. I'm like, I'm gonna have some, like almost like The Rock.
What up, Tim? How you living, baby? What'd you say, baby? Any admins here? No, dog. Right. Sure, absolutely. Anything you want like that, just put it in the chat and ask for an admin or a dev and they'll get to you. Absolutely, you got it, baby. Peace.
And she was trying to be helpful. Like, she's just, I don't even think she wanted me to feel bad. I think that she had noticed it for a while as it progressed. Like, I've been going through these. And then, like, in the last, say, 6 months, it just got to be bad again. So I can't go back to what it was years ago. It was just too bad.
Yeah, the other thing is, it's also avoidable. It's one of the most avoidable things. You choose to put it in your mouth.
Yeah. And so my wife is mad at me. She's like, can you wear something a little black and black jeans? I'm like, stop fucking putting it on. It's like, if I'm being afraid, you can dress me. I'll wear this.
One of them had a combination. The wine is on the outside perimeter and on the
I would love to wear a velvet gentleman's red velvet jacket. But I would let her. I don't trust her to dress me. She dresses me
Yes,
like
it is there.
a creep. She thinks I'm better looking than I am. But I would let her buy what she wanted for me if I lost the weight. But I have to lose maybe 15 more pounds to grab what
Because you don't have any spinner.
No, I know the diet that works for me is if I stick to, like you said, no sugar, no carb, the Whole 30 diet, I've lost. I lost a lot of weight on that. You lose it pretty quick. But I just it's hard to not cheat.
I get it. So you can just
What kind of company got in on this? They're like, oh, there's a market for these single serve body and blood of Christ.
I mean, there's a lot
When I stopped watching lots of porn, like I still watch it, but it's much less. I started eating because you get that fucking joke. So when I'm on a roll, when I'm watching porn, the weight just comes off again because I'm fucking too busy to eat cake. Jerking off. Yeah, you can't do both. I am, yeah. I am tonight, and then back to New York tomorrow. I love it, man. Thank you. This is, I can plug, I'm on tour again, so go to my website, jimhart.com, you can see me live in 20 cities. And at ATN Jim NYC is our YouTube channel if you want to see my wife and I just kind of visiting our existence.
So they can make it
She was in China.
looks like you.
I know, I
Weird.
like
It's like a salesman from somewhere trying to sell your role.
the only reason I'm using it is we did a photo shoot. I'm a pig in every picture. This is the one I look least fat in, and she was fucking with my shirt. That wasn't supposed to be a picture. But I'm like, let's just use that for now. It's not a good phone boutique award, it's just my fucking.
What up, Pim?
Thank you. I love you. Thanks for having me. Yes.
How things going in Las Vegas?
Yosemite National Park got 25 inches. They had actually shut that down for most of the year.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity. Over $6 billion in tax refunds.
I love when passports driving. All is good in the world.
If you are in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. LifeLock monitors and alerts you to identity threats you may miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has US-based restoration specialists who will help you solve your identity theft issues. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 million protection package. LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft.
Applying to positions and setting up Restream. Do you know what Restream is? Yeah, kind of.
That's 25% off at lifelock.com/JR.
Dude, didn't I tell you about Rumble? Okay, just one moment. Let me turn this down. Okay, this is really tight. Okay, so you want to know? Are you ready for this? Okay, so I would just stream like on YouTube. I had like 6 different Chromebooks and I would just stream each of the Chromebooks on YouTube, which is cool. But just recently, because I got better internet, I've been experimenting with new stuff. Rumble is one of them, and it's amazing. So basically what I'm able to do is take each laptop and log in a Rumble account, and that Rumble account can then log in to Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and Kick all simultaneously. That's a game changer. So instead of being live on like only like 6 or 8 streams at once, I'm live on like 40 or 50. I hope that makes sense. You're muted. Yeah, it's really not affected because it's still only going out on one stream. Wow, did you just see, did you just see what Passport just did? How he took that turn? He knows what's up, but man, he took that turn pretty quickly. What up, pimp? How you living, G? West Side. Absolutely. Oh, that's tight.
ABC Sherry Preston says Opill has been available for more than 50 years, but the FDA just ruled in July it was safe for over-the-counter use.
Word Mockingbird. I'm gonna send you a treasure map to my location.
The manufacturer says it's already starting to ship the medication to major retailers and pharmacies. Southland weather is highs mid-60s for Metro LA, upper 50s, mid-60s for valleys in the IE, mid to upper 50s for the high desert, beaches and coasties. Right now, 59 in La Palma, the same in Irvine. It's low on the central
You know, that's a great question, Squirrely. Kick, they offer a 95-5 split, Rumble offers 60-40. YouTube is almost like 50-50. Yeah, so 95-5 is the best, and that's through Kick.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, start looking down more of those decentralized platforms.
Right, that's what I'm doing.
Content creator is like.
I already have random people like saying hi to me. That's so key.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
DM me some links. I'll create accounts and follow you.
oh, tight. Absolutely. Okay, so do you know about Rumble?
I know a little bit about Rumble. I just
Do you have a Rumble account? Do you have a Rumble account? Well, here,
slowly introducing my buddy Crash is very popular on 10. The ticker is Bitcoin.
hell
He
yeah.
has no idea, but he knows I love it.
Hey, what's it doing now?
Ticker Bitcoin, this could probably going back to this retrace. You almost hit all time behind.
What do you mean almost? Didn't we?
Shift back. Yeah, your 18th status all time high was like 19.8.
Oh, okay.
So you were just under all time high, so probably come back for that healthy back like 25 years.
On the iHeartRadio app, number one for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app. Find iHeartRadio everywhere.
Client steers.
Word Mockingbird. Squirrely.
You know, bears jump out of windows.
Here's another way to connect to iHeartRadio. If you've got a Roku TV, then you've got iHeartRadio right there.
I'm
I
set.
don't know, you hit all time highs. It's natural.
Every Roku TV, Roku Smart
Right, no, I- I'm in agreement with you. Hey, take a look at the.
Being a fucking man with old man with like fucking college, being able to share ticker charts. Right when that hit and sure enough, held it on 15, 14, and then put it into that's going to happen.
I got you. I just sent you that link.
TDH power over this really helps.
I just sent you that link to my account.
I'm glad I didn't share any old man coin on the line.
That's tight.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Excellent.
Actually, I have a whole little TA group now, useless.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I can call. I don't care.
He appeared in some 20 films during his career, including Easy Money, Caddyshack, and
I got a couple good DJ plays going on though. Some stuff I saw based off my chart. A couple of them will play for it.
including Catherine Bigelow, scoring the first win for a woman in the Best Director category. March 10th, 1902, a U.S. court of John Simpson
I get a real nice laptop now.
That's cool.
Yeah, like 10 years stuff.
I sent you a link. Those are my YouTube accounts.
AM 640 has your chance to visit the Disneyland Resorts from Save the Daily Happy Adventure Campus to a perfectly playful day happy at Mickey's Toontown. Discover a new kind of happy every time you visit the happiest place on Earth. Both ticket and park reservation required. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice. Listen for your chance to win one-day, one-car tickets to Disneyland Park or Disney California Adventure Park. For more information, go to KFIAM640.com. Gary Shannon, KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Stories that we're following. Donald Trump says the big Supreme Court opinion that unanimously restores him to the 2024 presidential primary ballot is a big win for America. The court today rejected state attempts, specifically out of Colorado, to hold the former president accountable for the Capitol riot. The justices ruled a day before the Super Tuesday primaries. So the court's move ends efforts in Colorado. It also extends to Illinois, Maine, and elsewhere to kick Trump off the ballot because of his attempt to undo his loss in the election. Two attorneys for then President Trump orchestrated a plan for fake electors to file paperwork falsely saying that he won Wisconsin in his strategy to overturn the victory there. That's according to a new lawsuit settlement that was reached today that makes public months of texts and emails. Kenneth Chesbrough and Jim Trupas turned over more than 1,400 pages of documents, emails, texts, and others detailed the account of the origins back in Wisconsin.
Sports world, Chris Mortensen is died, age 72, found out yesterday.
What up, pimp? Living like a pimp. How you doing, G? Dude, you're gonna be famous, my friend. What do you want to say to the world? To the moon, baby. Is he a holder? Maybe one of these days. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Word. Oh, tight.
I was surprised you didn't just, because you had a free weekend, just take off to spring training, but you had your tax appointment.
Yeah.
Who makes a tax appointment on a Sunday?
I was running out of options, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
They're midweek times where I'll take
I prefer the self, which is, what is flagellation on a weekday.
Hi, Gary and Shannon. So I spoke to the rabbi at my synagogue, and he said, fine, not fine. He said, matzo ball soup is the blood of Jesus. Who's talking?
Is that sacrilegious?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, Gary and Shannon, this is easier. Dr. Longshoreman. You talked about Mergen, but it made me feel a little nostalgic about stores that have closed growing up, like Woolworths, Montgomery Ward's, Miller's Outpost, Jody's, Fedco. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. You guys can that'd be cool. A little subject to talk about. Have a good day.
Miller's Outpost.
Wet Seal,
Wets.
Kentucky Casual. Now I've entered the mall.
You're picturing the mall in your head.
Yeah.
And then
379 or 357. I forget.
867.
Okay.
Papers. Papers.
What is that?
Tank papers. You were asking about, is that much gluten going to cause a problem?
Oh,
And I said, yeah, I've seen some
you have.
tank papers. Well, happy Monday.
So you've seen somebody else's paint on your tank?
Mine?
Yeah.
No. This
Oh, really?
is a war
So
zone.
you don't know if it's because of gluten. That could just be because of general men.
But generally, men's bodies work the same as women's bodies. Very generally. Very,
Well,
very,
then
very
how
generally.
come there are different stories that come out of each bathroom? The women's bathroom, rarely is there a situation in there.
What are you talking about?
I haven't seen paint on those tanks. That's what I'm talking about.
Waymo is the robo-taxi
service. State regulators a couple of weeks ago voted in favor of allowing companies to operate 24/7, but they put on hold the Waymo application for expanded service for further staff review. That was according to the agency's website. So that hold was set to expire June 19th. But as of just Friday, the Waymo robo-taxi unit, this is all part of Google, by the way. Alphabet owns Google. Alphabet also owns Waymo. They finally won approval from the California Public Utilities Commission to expand service to parts of LA and the Bay Area. The release from CPUC said Waymo may begin fared driverless passenger service operations in the specified areas of LA and the San Francisco Peninsula, effective immediately.
This guy who tried to steal one of these things, Vincent Jones, 33, apparently it had just dropped off a passenger on Main Street near City Hall about 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. That's odd. That's an odd place to be dropped off on a Saturday night. There's nothing going on there. It's all government buildings. Anyway, so this guy gets in. He attempts to put the vehicle in drive, but cannot manipulate the controls. A Waymo representative was able to speak to this guy directly, remotely.
Could you imagine?
What is that conversation?
Well, if this guy's on anything, but just to guess, let's for this purposes of this story.
How dare you?
He's on something.
How dare you?
And he gets into this car, and the car does not have the signal that he might be used to. And then the car starts talking to him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's like Knight Rider.
Exactly. The Waymo representative told him to leave the vehicle. And when he didn't, Waymo called police. Not the car, but I mean the Waymo representative called police. He did not follow instructions. The representative contacted LAPD. They showed up and arrested him. Police didn't say whether or not he was going to be charged with anything, but I guess this would be like an attempted grand theft auto, or does it count as grand theft even if he was unable to actually do it?
I think
Maybe
it's
like
an attempted grand theft. Yeah,
jumping into a manual transmission. You know, you tried to steal it.
It's in LA County though. Like, nothing's going to happen to him. Just let him go back to being an unhoused or a person experiencing the outdoors.
There are 50,000 people in Los Angeles already on a waiting list for the free on-tour Waymo ride.
No, thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves.
Just consider me from 50,000.
Enjoy yourselves and enjoy going to Mars as well, or the moon, or whatever. Okay. Purple Durkle. It is the latest TikTok trend, but it's been around for more than 200 years. We'll tell you what it is when we return.
Gary and Shannon will continue. Deborah Mark is live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Today's the final day of early voting for the primary election, which is tomorrow. CVS Health and Walgreens plan to start dispensing the abortion pill mifepristone in some states within weeks. CVS Health will start filling prescriptions in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Walgreens will start in California, New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Illinois. Knott's Berry Farm is now letting visitors pay a little extra. Skip the line. People can choose the option that charges $7.50 and up per individual ride as part of the park's Fast Lane Front of the Line program. The Knott's mobile app shows the available pay-per-ride attractions after 2 in the afternoon every day. Southland weather from KFI sunny, highs in the 60s. This report brought to you by your Amazon Fresh grocery store. It's slow on the 405 in Inglewood.
Seeing those delays on the northbound side as you're making your way toward Los Angeles Boulevard, really kind of tight for your drive beyond the 90 through the Fox Hills area as you continue beyond the 10 through West LA into Santa Monica Boulevard. Your return trip on the southbound side of the 4 going to be busy out of Sherbrooke off the 101 and back, seeing those delays all the way toward Wilshire Boulevard, even picking up some delays on the northbound side of the 405, making your way through the swamp mass. Looks like Caltrans Street's working in lanes right around Mulholland. Heavy for you leaving Getty Center, 401 and northbound, and seeing those delays stick around all the way toward the 101 as well, 101 south. Not nearly as bad as it was earlier on, but still seeing patchy delays for you overall as you're coming away from about Tampa Avenue, and it stretches all the way toward downtown LA. KFI, this guy helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Polio-Keating.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives you access to all, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup.
We'll take Barkley.
First pick.
Sorry, kid.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision?
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
All the good stuff. Yeah. Gibbs keeps you on top of pop culture.
It's not quite Agent Scully crossing over to the Tron universe, but Gillian Anderson has signed on to the upcoming third film in the franchise, Tron Ares. Emmy, Golden Globe, and Saturn Award winner joins Jared Leto, the Golden Globe and Oscar winner himself, among others, along with Jodie Turner-Smith, Royal Lee, Evan Peters, Cameron Monaghan, and Sarah Desjardins, the third entry in the Tron franchise that began way back in 1982. Little has been shared about the project, other than that it's a sequel to 2010's Tron Legacy instead of the reboot, and that Leto plays the title character of Ares. Tron Ares will likely hit theaters in 2025.
Hi.
And that's what's poppin'. I'm Camps on iHeartRadio.
Date night at the movies. We got popcorn. It's okay. Getting back to the moments we miss.
Josh.
Starts with getting informed. Get the latest info about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org. It's up to you. Brought to you by iHeartRadio and the Ad Council.
iHeartRadio brings you New to View, streaming edition.
Looking for something to watch? Listen up. Next week on Netflix, Monday, the season 10 debut of the kids' animated series, Coco Melon. Next Tuesday is the Netflix stand-up premiere of Steve Trevino, Simple Man, as well as the docuseries Turning Point, The Bomb and the Cold War. Next Wednesday on Netflix, the Love is Blind reunion special. Next Thursday, the Netflix season 3 debut of the sitcom Girls 5 Eva, starring Sarah Bareilles and Busy Phillips. Next Friday, the Netflix film premiere of the romantic comedy Irish Wish, starring Lindsay Lohan. Next Tuesday on Preview, the debut of the action comedy Boat Stories. Next Wednesday on Paramount Plus, the premiere of the feel-good comedy film Little Wings, starring Brooklyn Prince and Brian Cox. Next Thursday on Peacock, the debut of the new drama series Apples Never Fall, starring Annette Bening, Sam Neill, Jack Lacey, and Allison Brie. Next Friday on Apple TV Plus, the documentary film special The Bloody Hundred, as well as the Apple TV Plus premiere of Manhunt, the story of John Wilkes Booth. Next Thursday on Amazon Prime Video, the spring debut of Season 2 of the animated superhero series Invincible. Next Thursday over on Max, the premiere of the political dramedy The Girls on the Bus. And next Friday on Max, the streaming debut of the film Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage.
And that's New to View on iHeartRadio. Happy binging!
Gibbs keeps you on top of pop culture.
The third reunion for Red Metal Rockers Rage Against the Machine is apparently over. Drummer Brad Wilk posted a note letting fans know that the current reunion tour won't continue and that the group has broken up once again. Rage, which formed in 1991 before expanding in 2000 and reforming in 2007 and 2019, has always consisted of the four original members: Wilk, Todd Morello, Tim Comerford, and Zach Della Rocha, who sold over 16 million albums worldwide during their times together. Ironically, Rage Against the Machine had been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just last year, though Morello was the only member to attend the ceremony.
I'm Camps on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio Did You Know? Presented by iHeartRadio. You know, what you're listening to right now. Did you know that iHeartRadio not only lets you listen to all your favorite AM/FM stations locally and nationwide for free, but iHeartRadio also gives you access to over 350,000 podcasts. Yeah, including all the most popular hosts and shows worldwide. Best of all, you can listen to all your podcasts for free. Tap on the podcast tab and explore podcasts from over 20 different topics. Sports to comedy, history to crime, music to politics, and much, much more. While you're listening, iHeartRadio will remember where you left off and pick back up when you return. You can adjust your listening speeds to slow down or speed up your podcast. Follow your favorite titles to get updates when new episodes drop. And download podcast episodes right on your phone so you can listen anytime, even without an internet connection. All the podcasts you want and all the functionality to make listening great. And you don't need any other app. It's all on iHeartRadio. #1 for music, radio, and podcasting, all in
One app.
iHeartRadio. Good advice. If you buy a lottery ticket, do not throw away that winning ticket.
There's some great advice. There's some fantastic advice. Do not throw away your ticket.
The Tim Connolly Jr. Show.
Don't throw away a ticket for $36 million.
Live 4 to 7 p.m. on KFI. And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Jerry and Shannon, KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Coming up in the next hour, we will have an animal roundup. Everybody loves an animal roundup. Have you heard about the human-sized African bird that's eating baby crocodiles? Well, we'll tell you about it. Also, we've got some humor coming up. Who doesn't want a little comedy on your Monday?
Stand-up comedian Martin Amini is going to join us. He'll be headlining the Comedy Store as part of the Netflix Is a Joke Festival coming up in several weeks. He's on his world tour right now. Watched both specials that he has up. I watched them both this weekend. And a lot of couch time.
Yeah. His material may end up with a Steve Gregory special.
Potentially.
We don't know.
He covers a lot of bases. So we'll talk with Martin coming up next hour. Herkle-derkle is a beautiful term that the old Scots came up with. Herkle-derkle 200 plus years ago.
Just thought you guys should know that the Scottish have a word for laying around his bed after it's time to get up, and it's called herkle-derkling. I do be herkling and I do be derkling, and once I've herkled my last derkle in a given morning, I will get up, but I'm a big fan of a herkle-derkle, so me too.
I'm still curious about the etymology. I mean, I understand it's a Scots, comes from Scotland, and apparently in 1825, John Jameson reported the word was from the dialect spoken in Fife, a peninsula in eastern Scotland. But still, I'm wondering about the etymology of that word, herkle-derkle. Where'd that come from? Is it just some lady on the eastern side of Scotland that was like, I'm just going to herkle-derkle this morning?
Laura, what did she say? What did she try to say that was misconstrued or misunderstood as herkle-derkle?
I mean, sometimes we come up with words for things, make-believe words, like we say fracas. Sometimes, right. That's a make-believe word.
I realize that that's not the thing.
But people will adopt it and say ruckus because they heard us say it or what have you.
Herkle-derkle, they say, is part of a family of words formed by rhyming reduplication. Helter-skelter, higgledy-piggledy, harum-scarum, hocus-pocus. Sorry, I fell asleep there. Hocus-pocus. Those terms often describe a state of disorder or disarray, and they're also enjoyable to say. Susie Dent is a British lexicographer and author of such fantastic books as Word Perfect, Etymological Entertainment for Every Day of the Year. That sounds like a book, but and interesting stories about curious words. Susie is something of a celebrity, they say in the UK, thanks to her appearances on game shows like Countdown, where she has presided over Dictionary Corner since 1992, verifying words given by contestants. So she has built up a following on Twitter and daily posts sharing offbeat words, some obsolete terms worthy of revival. So, a few years ago, she tweets, Herkle-derkle, a 200-year-old Scottish term meaning to lounge in bed long after it's time to get up. Happiness is herkle-derkling.
I find that herkle-derkling is not a recipe for happiness. I find when I herkle-derkle, okay, so here's my alarm that goes off every morning. Why isn't it playing?
Is it one of those silent alarms that only you can hear?
Why is it not playing?
We need somebody under the age of 35 in here now.
Okay, wait, here it is.
It's very quick. Bird sounds?
Starts off faint. Birds get louder.
Oh, this would creep me out.
Louder.
Are you kidding? I would think they were in my room.
I love it. Anyway, so that went off this morning. And I hit snooze.
And then the birds come back 8 minutes later. And then 8 minutes later, I'm like, did I actually benefit from 8 more minutes of purple dirkling? No. Now I'm 8 minutes behind my schedule of everything that I need to do in the morning. And then it stresses me out a little bit because then I feel like I'm at a clipped pace. So purple dirkling, I think when your alarm goes off, you just got to get out of bed. You just got to start the day.
Yeah, but I mean, there are times.
I mean, Saturday and Sunday, you can purple dirkle.
Right. That's
if you don't have anywhere to rush off to be. But, just get the day started. It's time to rise and shine and give God your glory. Or show God your glory. What is it? I don't know. Anyway, my uncle got back to me about the whole blood of Christ thing. And he doesn't take me seriously.
Well, of course he doesn't.
I say to him, do they still serve wine as the blood of Christ in church? Perfectly acceptable question. He wrote back, except on New Year's Day when they serve pink champagne. He refuses to take my question seriously.
That's a great response.
Get out of here. Yeah, even.
And every once in a while, we had cheese to around. See more people in the door.
Charcuterie.
Okay. I wanted to say this about Huffington Post. I don't read them very often, but they did have a good line about Herkel Durkle.
Yeah.
It said using a goofing sounding phrase like Herkel Durkle might make it easier to avoid reflecting on just why you don't want to get out of bed in the first place. Like if you're laying in bed and like, I wonder who was the first person to ever say Herkel Durkle while lying in bed.
Right, it's better than thinking like, oh, I've got to go to my tax appointment, or I've got to get a root canal. You're sitting there thinking about Herkel Durkle.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
That's your new term for the day, Herkel Durkle.
How many, what did you learn on the Gary and Shannon show this week? Herkel Durkle comments do you think we'll get come Friday? Or do you think people will have forgotten about it by Friday?
People amaze me sometimes when they bring up stuff that they learned on the show.
Yeah.
That even we don't remember.
Right.
And we were sitting here when it went down.
Yeah. Well, we're not the sharpest tools in the shed, are we?
Way to sell it.
All right, we've got Swamp Watch when we come back. Nikki Haley gets a win and a huge State of the Union address on deck for your President Biden.
Carrie and Shannon will continue right after this.
Perfect for achy, indecisive minds. KFI's cooling info gel quickly relieves ignorance, and it's a minty fresh scent.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Staying put. Deborah Martin, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The Supreme Court has struck down the court ruling in Colorado to keep former President Trump off the ballot.
The unanimous opinion of the High Court is aimed at getting ahead of any more state officials or judges ruling that Donald Trump is disqualified from serving again as president.
ABC's Stephen Portnoy says the justices ruled it's not for states to decide whether a candidate is eligible to run for federal offices.
The ruling now prohibits state officials or courts from deciding on their own that Donald Trump is disqualified from again serving as president.
States that tried to get Trump off the ballot argue the 14th Amendment prevents those who have engaged in insurrection from holding office. Trump praised the court's decision, saying the ruling will bring the country together.
You cannot take somebody out of a race. The voters can take the person out of the race very quickly. But the court shouldn't be doing that.
He says he thinks the decisions by some states to remove him from their ballots were politically motivated. Former CFO of the Trump Organization, Alan Weisselberg, has admitted to lying under oath in former President Trump's civil fraud trial. Weisselberg surrendered to the New York City DA this morning before pleading guilty to 5 counts of perjury. Under state law, false testimony is a felony punishable by up to 7 years in prison. Weisselberg is currently on probation for dodging taxes on $1.7 million in funds from the Trump Organization. 3 alleged street racers have been busted in Glendale. KFI's Wayne Trolley says all 3 were arrested as they tried to leave a meetup last month.
Police say people were speeding and driving recklessly at the meetup. They also say several cars were illegally modified.
Officers issued more than 12 citations on top of the arrest late last month and impounded some cars. Some of those busted allegedly had weapons. A teen has been arrested in connection with a shooting that may have targeted an Anaheim police officer.
Police had to post a group for unknown reasons when somebody fired
alleged misuse of helicopters.
LAPD's command staff says the city controller's implication the helicopters are wasting time, money, and resources is based on flawed research. The city controller said 61% of LAPD's flight time is for non-emergencies. But LAPD Commander Shannon also recently told the police commission the controller's audit was based on a highly inaccurate definition of Part 1 crimes as defined by the FBI. The commander says helicopters are also used to stop street takeovers, which are not classified as Part 1 crimes, but are a high priority for the city. The city controller's office says it stands by its report. All the times the LAPD's reaction was politically motivated. Steve Gregor, KFI News.
First Lady Jill Biden has hosted the 18th Annual International Women of Courage Awards at the White House. Women from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Cuba, Japan, Uganda, and other countries were honored for advocating for peace, justice, human rights, and gender equity.
You've spoken out for yourselves and for others in the face of fear and risk. And those who have tried to steal your voices away.
She says there's power in the community of women. She says there's power when our voices come together to hold each other up, even when we want to crumble. Jason Kelce has officially retired from the NFL, and he kept his shirt on during the announcement. Kelce was drafted in 2011 to the Philadelphia Eagles and played 13 seasons with the team. The offensive lineman went on to win Super Bowl 52 in 2018. His brother, Travis, plays for the Kansas City Chiefs and took home the Super Bowl 58 win last month. The KFI Financial Update is sponsored by Revive Real Estate. The Dow is down 99, S&P 500 down 2, NASDAQ down 34.
Revive Real Estate will buy your home, then renovate it, then sell it, and pay you again for the additional profit from the renovation. Go to KFIRevive.com to see if your home qualifies.
Southland weather from KFI, sunny, highs mid-60s for Metro LA, upper 50s to mid-60s in Dallas, IE, mid to upper 50s for the high desert, 60s in beaches and inland OC. Right now, 58 in Seal Beach, 60 in Buena Park, 56 in Agora Hills, and the same in Sherman Oaks. We're going to a crash on the 110 in downtown LA.
To the 110 northbound before you get to 3rd Street. That accident is in the Senator Minor area and part over on the right shoulder. You've got to slow down to make your way through there. Also in Boyle Heights on the 5 south to the 60 east connector. Got a disabled vehicle blocking the 2 right lanes. You've already got delays on that 5 south from the 110. In Sun Valley on the 5 southbound before you get to Penrose Street. Got a brand new wreck. The right lane is blocked. You'll be on off the brakes from Sheldon Street. In LA, Vermont Avenue, southbound between Marine Street and Redondo Beach Boulevard, actually both sides there. Police activity has the road closed. In Upland, 210 westbound before you get to Mountain Avenue. Got that accident making its way over to the right shoulder. And in Belmont, some good news, 10 westbound before you get to Highland Springs Avenue. Had a crash blocking lanes. They got everything over to the right shoulder. Still going to be slow, though. I see delays from at least the 243. KFI the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jenny Harmon.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app, Math and Magic. Stories from the frontiers of marketing with Bob Pittman, Season 6. Join iHeartMedia Chairman and CEO as he analyzes the math and magic of marketing, sitting down with today's most gifted disruptors. Marketing School, digital marketing and online marketing tips. Actionable digital marketing lessons learned from years of being in the trenches. Office hours with Mike Steib. Mike sits down with the world's most important chief executives to answer your most pressing questions about leadership, career, and life. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino. Cash prizes that come quicker than a guest register.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Wake up not knowing what you want? Well, now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles. You can mix and match your very own pairing of your delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg or cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Get it the way you want it with Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary, not valid in a combo, single item at regular price.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio, specifically audio influencers.
Audio has been a key component for us. Our consumer is omnichannel, so we need to be omnichannel. We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels, when your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio. I think using the audio influencers has been a huge component for us. Working with iHeart, we were able to really tease out the audio influencers in key markets that were authentic Chipotle fans. And because it's authentic and because they're seen as trusted friends by the customers and the listeners, it's really been an effective strategy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I guess that's why they tell you to have like a log line, like just a quick way to explain the show. Now, like a piece of See's candy, not the whole box of crazy. You get into some of those, take a bite out of some of those pieces of the box of chocolates, and it's like raspberry, coconut, nut, which is like the Space Wars freaking piece of candy. We have a guest coming in.
Forget that. Forget I said that.
We're going to guest coming in. I'm hearing Mondo trying to describe the show to him. And he's like, okay, so like they've got this thing called Space Wars, and I'm yelling like, no! Do not tell new people about Space Wars. Scaring them off.
All right, well, we've got a lot going on. We'll get to Swamp Watch here in just a second.
Shannon, you played that bird alarm, and my birds absolutely went nuts. They heard the birds, and they just started chirping away. Hope you guys are having a great day.
You too. Yeah, we're excited today. You know, they've got some rain, they got some sunshine. My birds outside sounded like my birds on my alarm as well. I haven't yet, because it hasn't stopped raining, and I don't know how that's going to affect it.
But it's a Wi-Fi birdhouse, so you can take pictures of birds in nature.
I know, but I didn't want it to get it rained on.
It's a birdhouse.
Right.
What up,
I
Tuman?
understand that it rains on birds, and that they're fine, and I'm sure the technology is fine, but I'm just trying to protect you.
Shannon, my parents don't really. So, for instance, if they woke us up for school, we still lay in bed and just kind of flip around like a hamburger patty. If we ate something really good.
That's funny. I like that.
We ate really.
Yeah, we're just chilling on the grill.
Hello, Gary and Shannon. I heard Full Circle. I didn't know what I was doing until I heard this segment. But what I do is my alarm goes off at 3. Mind you, I don't leave the house till 8. I heard Full Circle from 3 a.m. till 5:30 when it's time to get ready. And I love it because I don't like to rush.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of not rushing.
Purple Dirkling. Those are some good sleep hours that you're spending purple Dirkling. Yes, it is time for Swamp Watch.
Swamp is hard.
So government doesn't work.
Man, they make this like a reality TV show.
Corn Pop wasn't bad.
Always a pleasure to be anywhere in Washington, D.C.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, the town literally built on a swamp. In so many ways, still a swamp.
Back to Milwaukee, but it's the swamp is so okay. Yeah.
I think that the news that ended last week was the stuff that made everybody so excited. There would not be a government shutdown.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
I don't want to get too much into it because I get really excited about it, but let's just say there was no government shutdown. I mean, there might be in a couple of weeks, but this time you're right.
Coming up next, we will dive into the news that's hit this morning. We were hinted to it yesterday, but the unanimous opinion by the Supreme Court this morning that puts Trump back on the ballot there in Colorado. They had argued that he engaged in insurrection. The Supreme Court, by the way, did not touch that matter. So they've said basically that lies with Congress, not the individual states. We will go live to Washington to get more analysis on that coming up next.
I did want to play, because I don't want to, I'll let Stephen Portnoy talk when we talk at the end of the next segment, but I did want to play one of former President Trump's reactions to today. He held a news conference at Mar-a-Lago.
Some decisions are very tough. I can tell you that as a president, that some decisions to make are very tough. I took out ISIS and I took out
Tough decision.
Very big people from the standpoint of a different part of the world.
But
two of the leading terrorists, probably the two leading terrorists ever that we've ever seen in this world. And those are big decisions. I don't want to be prosecuted for it.
He doesn't want to be prosecuted for taking out ISIS and killing people, killing terrorists.
Well, that plays into the next decision before the Supreme Court if he has presidential immunity, blanket immunity. So he's trying to use those instances, which all presidents have done, as an argument that he also has immunity when it comes to all the other things.
It's a weird.
He's laying out his case.
It's a weird stretch. It's a weird thing. He went on to declare that Joe Biden has to close the border. It was a strange press conference, but that's kind of what we've come to expect from him. Yesterday, Kamala Harris, as vice president, forcefully called for humanitarian aid, more humanitarian aid to get into Gaza, saying that people in that area are starving in the face of these inhumane conditions.
Our hearts break for the victims of that horrific tragedy, and for all the innocent people in Gaza who are suffering from what is clearly a humanitarian catastrophe, given the immense scale of suffering in Gaza. There must be an immediate ceasefire.
She was in Selma, Alabama. They were commemorating the 59th anniversary of Bloody Sunday there in Selma, Alabama, in Pettus Bridge. Today, she's meeting with Benny Gantz, a key member of the War Cabinet, who happens to be a rival to Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister. And it's a weird positioning. If last week's Michigan primary was any concern to Democrats, because remember, uncommitted one was 13% of the vote, right? And in protest, in the way that Joe Biden has been handling the Israel-Hamas war, then this is a weird flex for them to have the vice president be the loudest voice in the room and be the one meeting with the rival to Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, Benny Gantz is in the United States. He is going around. He's meeting with a bunch of different politicians, so she's not the only one that he's meeting with. But it's just a strange look that now Kamala Harris is taking the lead on this. Of all of the things that she should be taking the lead on, foreign policy is not one of them. And this seems like they're overextending her for this.
Well, there's a reason, and it's because you're dealing with a president who is fighting all of the concerns about his age. You have to have a show of strength in the administration, and he has not been that showing of strength.
And what's
so they've got to prop her up. They've got to show some sort of muscle coming from this administration. Their options are not many when it comes to looking strong. And that is why the State of the Union address is so important this week, that he comes out here live, he's optimistic, he is, what is the word, vigorous, I believe was the word that they said to me. And I read an article in an opinion piece this morning, I believe it was in the LA Times, it said, he better hope he gets heckled. Because if there's no heckling, I didn't read the whole article, but I took away that if there's no heckling, then it's, oh, poor old man, don't want to yell at the old man. So there's got to be some show of force back. You know, he's got to appear strong and be able to deal with the hecklers. They've got to materialize to kind of give him an air of leadership. And
I think one of the problems with that is when he leans into the anger and the energy, he comes across as very angry.
And angry and plus it comes across as senile. Yeah. It's that combination.
So,
all right, coming up next, live to Washington, where the Supreme Court has ruled that states have no authority to remove Trump from the ballot. We'll talk about it. A professional? That was the word I just said. I'm glad that he's not online yet.